Club Talk. Jay Brody. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. You're now listening to that Club Talk. And now, your host, Jay Brody. 1, 2, 1, 2, ha!
All right, and welcome back to another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Brody. If this is your first time watching or listening to the podcast, wherever you are consuming this, if you are watching on YouTube, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, let me know what you thought about this episode. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Stitcher, whatever way you consume audio, go ahead and leave a rating and review so you can help your boy out. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. All right, so quick note things, a couple things to take care of here. Some business. So want to shout out the Reality Is podcast out there in Dallas. If you enjoy unfiltered conversations, if you don't like all the fluff, if you just like real raw conversations, that is the podcast you want to go check out. Number one podcast in Dallas, the Reality Is, which is powered by Robert Media Group. Okay, so make sure you go ahead and check them out. Also, we're going to shout out our sponsor for today's episode. I want to shout out Hello Black Man out there in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi to be specific. Founded by Jamie. I want to give him a big shout out. If you haven't seen that episode with him, make sure you go check back the episode, I believe 43 with Jamie, so you can learn more about Hello Black Man. It's entity that he started to help inspire young black boys and women to get their frustrations out in a healthy way through journaling. So I think that's a really dope thing. So make sure you go ahead and support that. And artists, if you want to send your music to be played on the podcast, go ahead and send all that music to clothtalk5@gmail.com. And then for my listeners to submit your listener questions, same email, clothtalk5@gmail.com. All right, we're going to get right into it. I have a Renaissance woman here today.
Oh, aren't you so sweet? Oh, I'm blushing.
This woman wears many hats, go-getter. I came across her page on Instagram, and I just like, man, I was just like listening to her just talk about marketing and you know how to effectively do it, and I really just like the way that she presented the information. It wasn't fast, it wasn't like in your face, it's slow paced and it's digestive. And I was like, you know what, I wanna reach out to this person and see if we can sit down. And she's here in the flesh. She's here. Marquita Goldn Williams is here. Grace us with your presence.
Thank you for having me. First of all, thank you.
Yes.
You know, my business Instagram page has only been up for like that long.
Is that right?
So the fact that you came across me so
Dang.
fast, and you know, you talk about feeling honored.
Oh, man.
Maybe it was just the cosmos. It was meant for me to put out that particular content.
Wow.
It was meant for you, to come across it, and meant for this interaction.
Crazy. Yeah, because all I did was type in what did I type in the search? I think I just typed in Columbus, Ohio, or something in Columbus, Ohio, and it was one of your talk about it Thursdays that popped up, and it was like one of the first things in that hashtag, and I just like watched it. It was like, oh, I had no idea that you just started your page or anything. I was just like, boom, let me reach out.
And here we are.
Yes. All right, so let's get into it. So when I was kind of like looking through, your business page, then ultimately you was like, you know what, check out my personal page too. You'll find out a lot more about me. Then I was like, oh,
Like, oh,
I was like, dang, okay, she's more than just a businesswoman. You wear many hats. So I wanted to kind of like talk about each of those things that you did, because you do a lot, you've done a lot.
yes.
You're a very artsy, eclectic person. So I was just wondering, like, I know with in general, and most people who are artistic, they get into a lot of stuff, and their mind is always like going.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to know for you, what was your, like, coming up, I guess, younger, like, what was your first love?
My first love, honestly,
Yeah.
coming up was music.
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 Is that right?
Both of my parents loved music. So from, a baby on up, I got immersed into like the classics. Like, I'm talking about 3-4 years old singing Parliament and Bootsy. Like, I'm talking about stuff that I ain't had no business.
Right. That's grown folk music.
Hello? Grown folks music. Like, being made to... I always tell people, I can't remember if it was like Delirious or if it was Raw. It was one of the Eddie Murphy stand-ups. In the beginning, when the dude who played Bud on the Cosby Show, that little skit in the beginning when him and Tatiana had to perform in front of all the adults, and he was like, something, and then he kicked him in the ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
That was me when it came to singing Kumadi's Wild Wild West. My mom and dad used to make me sing rap that song.
Really?
In front of, family and friends, cuss words and all.
Dang.
And they thought it was cute. Like, come on, Keita Boo, go ahead and rap that. And I used to tear it up.
Really?
And just that creative expression that music was, the fact that my parents allowed me, to get into it and didn't, stunt that, even though, but I feel like back in the 80s, parenting was different. It was a little bit more laxed.
Yeah.
It ain't the parents of the 80s are not the parents of 2020. Big difference. And so I think that was the start of just me kind of feeling free to just explore, my creativeness. It started with music.
So did you like start writing your own music too?
Absolutely not.
Oh my
No, absolutely not. But I just grew to love music and just the creativeness, and it kind of opened up other avenues in my mind of, just being that free thinking, free flowing, when it came to like, fashion and, just other things. It made me feel like, okay, well, music is, a creative form of expression. Mm-hmm. So if I can get into this, surely I can get into other forms of creative expression.
Just another door.
And so I took it and I ran with it. And my parents allowed me to run with it. They didn't tell me, okay, you can't do that. You focus on this. They just allowed me to kind of explore different things. Like, I want to do this. Okay, well, I don't like that. Okay, I want to do this. Well, I don't like, they gave me that freedom just to figure stuff out.
Wow. And that's big. Like with most parents nowadays, like you were mentioning,
it's not the same.
They'll give the kid that much freedom to like, go ahead and figure things out for yourself, see what you like, and we support that. It's like, nope.
Like, no, you're going to do this because we want you to do this. And like, but I don't like that. And it's like, I didn't ask you.
Right. You can't ask questions.
You can't ask questions. So I'm thankful for them allowing me to just kind of, because that's how, especially my dad, like that's how he was. He just marched to beat his own drum, and I was right beside him. Like, we marching.
Let's go, Daddy. I love it. That's dope. So let's talk about these many hats that you wear.
Okay.
So, entrepreneur, obviously. Mm-hmm. Into the fitness thing. Mm-hmm. International model.
Mm-hmm. Come on now.
Educated. What how do we find the time for all of this? Most people struggle with just focusing on two things. How do you navigate this? Where do you find the time?
I just do.
You just do.
Like, and because I do so many things, I personally, good, bad, or indifferent,
Yeah.
it makes it hard for me when people try to tell me that they're busy or that, you know, they don't have time. Because I'm like,
Does that irk you a little bit? Like,
it gets like, bruh.
you like,
Ain't
shut
no
up
way,
with these excuses.
Ain't no way you could tell me, because if I'm able to do this, and still find time to do.
Yeah. You don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it, but I honestly, because it's only 24 hours in a day.
That's true.
You know, but I find a way.
Are you always tired?
Yes. I am. I'm always tired, but I'm always happy. Like I feel good. Like, yes, I'm always tired. Every damn day I'm tired. But I feel good though.
Yeah.
You know, if I was able to do this, or, you know, get this one thing accomplished, or hang out with this person, or do this one thing, you know, I still, you know, end my day feeling accomplished in some way.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I'll be all right. You know,
Like, it's nothing but a little tiredness.
No, but a little tired. Everybody tired. At least if I'm gonna be tired, let it be tired because I did something productive.
So you just look at it like, okay, yeah, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, but at least I'm investing this energy into
something.
things I want to invest it in. Mm-hmm. I guess it could be different. It's like if you work in this 9-to-5 job and you hate this damn job.
Listen,
because I wearing your ass out.
Because I've been there too, and that's a different type of tired. Like that type of tired, you know, pull your edges out. Yeah. Like that's a Lord knows.
You looking rough.
I done been that type of tired, you know. But when it's something that I actually want to do, like, you know, that the old cliche ass saying, you know, people make time for what they want to make time for. Yeah, that's the actual factuals. You know, it's only 24 hours in the day, but you make time for what you want to make time for. You figure the shit out. You make it work.
All right. If you really want it, if
you really want it, you'll make it work. If you really want to do X, Y, and Z, if you really want to see him, her, them, you'll find a way to finesse and rearrange, and you'll do it.
It's like playing Tetris.
I'm telling you, you'll make it fit.
Flip that there,
and like, you'll make it fit.
Make some room. Like, I got these kids. I just can't. I ain't got the time to go to your baby shower.
Listen, you'll make it work whether you want to go or either way. You'll make it work.
All right. Are you looking forward to hearing the many excuses coming up this Thanksgiving? Reasons why they can't make it.
Listen, either way, they making it work.
That's right. So let's talk about these hats you wear individually. So so with the being the model, when the international model, by the way, that's key. Like, I ain't just no regular model.
I ain't no Instagram. I mean,
stamp me.
No shade to the Instagram models now, but I ain't one of them.
Right. Like, this is published.
I ain't one of them now.
That's right. So for you with getting into the modeling, like, when did that start for you? Well, obviously your figure, for those who are watching on TV, you probably can't tell, she's very tall, long legs,
6 feet,
6 feet even.
Yes. A lot of legs.
Sorry. So obviously your physique obviously would kind of like, okay, it's a no-brainer. But so how did that start for you, the modeling?
So untraditionally.
Oh, is that right?
So 2012. I moved to Florida, Orlando. I was bored.
Really? Out there?
Yeah. At the time, I was bored. And that's when, like, you know, Craigslist was popping. And I'm like, let me go on Craigslist and just see, you know, what's on Craigslist. Because, you know, you can find, like, gigs on Craigslist. You know, I don't even know if Craigslist is still a thing, but, you know, people were looking for, like, actresses, actors. You know, you can find, like, gigs. And somebody had posted, like, a casting call. Like, oh, we're looking for models for this upcoming, you know, clothing company. And I'm like, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'll go down there and, walk. So
have you done anything prior to this?
No.
It's the first time you're like, all right,
I ain't got nothing else to do.
Bored.
I'll go to the park and walk.
Yeah.
And the song I walked to was Rihanna's Rude Boy. And I love that song. Because that album had not too long dropped. So that was like, song was popping back, at that time.
Okay.
And I walked and she was like, oh my gosh, like we just love you. You got the walk. You just got the, the energy, the vibes. I'm like, oh, me? Okay.
Wow. All right.
And so
you left an impression.
I left an impression.
Wow.
But then I moved back home to Columbus not too long after that. And I only did maybe one like baby fashion show in Orlando. Okay. But I was like, dang, like I hope I didn't leave what could be a good modeling career in Orlando. So then I started kind of fishing around here in Columbus, like they got to be modeling back here, like home, right?
Yeah.
Came across another casting call. No, I take that back. Was downtown for some event, and it was a fashion show going on. So I was like, they do model here in Columbus. Oh, okay. So started doing some research. Came across an opportunity to model in a show at the museum.
Yeah.
Casted for that.
Nice.
Got chosen for that. So I was like, okay. And so from there, more and more opportunities came up. I started casting more, and then it kind of expanded to like Cincinnati. So I was doing shows in Cincinnati, and then that kind of opened up. So then people started taking notice, like outside of Ohio.
Oh, wow.
So then it became, opportunities in North Carolina, and then somebody dropped a little gem in my email, like, there's an opportunity in Toronto. And I'm like, Toronto, like, okay, like I think I'm doing something here in the States, but what you're not gonna do is have me go out the country and embarrass myself.
Right.
Like, cause I didn't think I was good enough. Like, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Like, I didn't have the confidence to think I'm gonna be out here doing some international stuff. Like
that modeling game is,
cause it's brutal, and especially I was a little heavier at the time. And so I'm like, full figure modeling. Now it's a whole thing. But, then, it was still kind of growing feet. Yeah. It was still kind of taboo. And so I'm like,
the bigger woman modeling.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
And so I wasn't like 100% sure, but I said, whatever. Submitted my stuff. Got chosen to model in Toronto. So at that point, now mind you, I knew I could walk. It was more so me.
Yeah.
Because everybody was telling me like, but you got it.
You didn't have that self-confidence.
That's what it was. And then from there, did 2 shows in Toronto, did a show in Paris.
Paris.
Yes. And then those opportunities allowed me to be, model coordinators for certain shows and events.
So this really just took off for you. Dang.
So, yeah, it'll be 9 years next year that I've, been a model.
So you're still doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Like you said, you make time for it.
So now it's the thing where, like, because of, my accident and then with COVID, a lot of stuff, hasn't really been popping off. But hopefully 2021, when we get this COVID stuff, taken care of, stuff will start, shows and opportunities will start to come back, and I can kind of,
Wow. Do you miss it?
I do. I do, because it allows me to, because I'm really shy for real. I know it's hard to believe.
I wouldn't think so.
A lot of people don't.
You come off as a very confident.
Because I am.
Like, secure.
I am. Like, but I'm shy as fuck.
Like, you can't tell right now.
I am. But being out there is like, it reminds me of like Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. It's like, Beyonce is Beyonce, but when she performs,
she a whole different, yeah.
And that's how I feel when I model. Like,
so do you like black out or like go into a different zone? Oh, you become a different person?
It's on.
Dang.
When I get dressed, Whether it's, I'm wearing a gown, swimsuit, lingerie, whatever I'm stepping out on that runway with.
That ain't Marquita no more.
It ain't. It ain't. It's a whole nother situation.
Wow, so you literally transform into this whole different person.
I do. I show up and I show out. And then when it's over, I put my clothes back on. I'm like, all right, y'all.
Drive home.
And drive home. Like I'm super, super chill. I'm super humble. Like I don't get big headed with it.
Oh, you're not walking around like I'm better than.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I don't. Not at all.
Do you think you give off that impression to some people? Like if they didn't like know you, they probably like just assume like, yeah, she probably.
Yeah.
You think so?
I would say so. Until they get to know me.
They're like, oh, she just.
I had somebody I met up with somebody last week, and we went out to lunch, and he straight up told me, he was like, I ain't gonna lie, looking at you, I would have never thought this would be like the vibe. I said, why? Because you looked at me and assumed, oh, she probably extra, she probably high maintenance, she probably stuck up, and you came to realize, like, no, I'm like one of the homies. Like, I'm super chill, laid back. Like, that's not my energy. That's not my vibe. Like, it took me a long time to even let a lot of people know, like, what I do and what I did. Because I always
had away from
I had that fear of people always thinking, who does she think she is? And so for a lot of time, I kept a lot of my gifts below the radar. And I think I went to church one day. It was like a New Year's Eve thing or whatever. Okay. And the lady who was doing the sermon basically was like, it's one thing to be humble, but don't ever be so humble that you diminish your gifts that God gave you. Because all that's doing is diminishing him. Like, if people can't handle your blessings, that's on them.
Word.
But don't you be so, in your shell for that fear of people not understanding your light. Because it wasn't your light to begin with. He gave that to you. So if anything, you better wear that stuff proud. And it was like one of them like light bulb went off moments. So I had to kind of grow out of that. I'm like, you know what? I'm still a very humble person, but what I'm not going to do is be apologetic about my gifts.
Yeah.
In Timor.
Right.
In Timor.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy you say that, because I think like a lot of people, like, we go through that self-love, or it's like a battle, because like I feel this inside, but I don't want to be perceived a certain way. I don't want people to think this about me, and before you know it, years and years is going on, and you ain't get that out because you so focused on like, I don't want to,
right?
I don't want to ruff nobody's feathers.
They be all right. Right. They feathers gonna be ruffled regardless. Right,
whether you don't come out or if you do come out your shell.
live in your truth and be happy for where you are at in your journey. Yeah. If they're mad, they gonna be mad regardless.
Yeah.
Like, I got to that point where I'm like, you know what, Marquita, you can't, I'm like I said, I'm never gonna be somebody that's gonna be like, look at me, because I'm bad, I'm a bad bitch, look at me, I did this, I did this. Like, I'm still going to be me, but you are also still going to know that, yes, I've accomplished X, Y, and Z, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
All right. Well, I think you put it in your bio, you unapologetically.
Unapologetically dope.
Dope, that's right.
That is my mantra.
I love it.
I live by that. Yeah. I'm not going to apologize for being me. Yeah. I'm not going to rub it in your face.
Right.
But what you see is what it is.
It's straight up and down. I love it.
No, Bruno.
Right. You mentioned, this made me think about something as far as like going back to the modeling thing real quick. The IG models, which is big today.
And shout out to them. Like, listen, don't let me knock a bag. Don't let me knock your bag. Like, don't let me knock dude.
You can't escape them. They are taking over in drones. Do you think, like, with the arrival of the IG model has kind of like people are leaving that traditional like modeling that you were doing, like runway and stuff like that? Do you think that has now like kind of like overshadowed it, and people just like, oh, we just want to see a bad bitch or something? We just
honestly,
do you think it's like the traditional industry is like,
it's to a degree,
yeah.
yes. Especially because you gotta think, we are in the day and age of the influencer, and so it's like, you know, forget the times of, you know, wanting the actual Naomi's and the actual Tyras, the actual, you know, models.
Yeah.
You know, if you out here half-ass dressed and you got millions of followers and you an influencer,
right,
and I'm a brand, let me just slap my shit on you. Forget actually seeking proper representation. Let me just go ahead and slap my brand and my label on your ass, cause you got all the eyes anyway,
right?
And that's hello marketing.
Right.
That's that, and let me just go ahead and get my level up that way.
Yeah,
because it's easier that way. And then
crazy.
You know, that's how all of these, you know, IG models is getting paid. These, you know, like
they are living off of it. They
know,
don't even got jobs.
They don't.
They
just being them. Post that picture. You know, Deer Park water. You know, now everybody liking. Now everybody going out buying Deer Park water.
Right. Crazy.
You know, so I definitely feel like in the day and age of influencers and social media and everything else, there's still, you know, traditional, you know, models.
It's still there.
It's still there, but
yeah,
it ain't what it used to be.
If someone contacted you and said, we want you to have a IG model page.
Me?
Yeah. Would you do it? Like, well, what's the price tag?
I mean,
like, when we talking?
I ain't
like, I'm all about the bag now.
Listen, I mean, we talking a pretty quaint, then.
Let's say if they we just having fun with this. Let's say if like the company contacts you and they say, okay, for every picture you post with our product, we don't care about how many likes, we don't care about how many comments, reviews, we're going to pay you per pic, and every pic that you post with their product, they're going to cash you out $10,000 each time.
I guess. Like, is that even are we even contemplating that? Like,
I ain't even got to think about that.
Listen,
like every time I post a picture with your product, $10,000.
Listen, I'll post a picture with that damn product everywhere. I'm in where I'm at, in the shower, in the kitchen, at the car wash, and Giant Eagle. Like, listen,
$10,000.
Y'all gonna know about this. My favorite product in the whole wide world. It goes with me everywhere.
You probably don't even believe in the product.
I can't leave home without it. Like, I would sell the hell out there. Listen,
what if it's a light bulb?
my name is Goldn.
Ooh,
come on now. I can't glow without it.
Oh,
listen, don't listen.
You can swing it. Like, let's give me the light bulb. What's this, fluorescent?
This is what I do. I would sell the hell out that light bulb. I will make it work.
I love it.
They better ask somebody.
That's right. So the fitness thing, how did that come about? How'd you get on this fitness journey?
So,
because you said you was heavier before.
I was. So my fitness journey has been nothing more than a damn roller coaster. Because, okay, so being that I was a full figure model, and being that I'm tall, I was always still proportionate.
It wasn't like sloppy all over.
Yes,
it was.
So I was always an hourglass.
Yeah,
I was just still fuller at the top, fuller at the bottom, but I still had a smaller waist. So I was still, but it was just wider. Yes. Yeah. So that was one thing that I was blessed to say that I had, even though I was heavier, because I was taller, my weight was, equally distributed. Right. So for a lot of people, when I told them like, oh yeah, I used to weigh 250 pounds. They like, where? You couldn't tell because I'm 6 feet.
Right.
So my 250 looked a lot different to somebody who was maybe 5'4".
Yeah.
They 250
They're gonna be more rounder.
was looking different than their minds. And plus, I was still proportionate, so everything still sat where it needed to sit.
Yeah.
And so I still, worked out more so just to maintain, the shape.
Just to keep it together.
Yeah. But then after my accident, I lost like 30 pounds just from the accident alone.
Yeah, which we're going to talk about too.
Yeah. And so that, once I got, once all that happened, I still had my love of fitness. But then I was like, okay, well, shit, I done lost all of this weight. What I'm not going to do is lose all this weight and then just have, all of this skin. Like, because again, I like to look good.
Yeah.
And for those who really know me, and, for those who peruse my personal Instagram,
a little indulgent.
I like to show skin. I like to show skin.
You embrace your body.
I do. That's yes. I embrace my body.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to keep this shit tight.
That's
like,
right.
yeah, I lost the weight, but now I got the tone. Like, I got to. So then that became my thing. And it's like, okay, I'm on medical leave. I can't leave the house. I can't drive. So I basically turned my house into the gym. And I worked out, once I was able to physically work out. And that is because that was the only thing I could control. Like, I can't do shit else right now,
right.
my physical condition.
Yeah.
But the one thing I can control is my fitness.
That's right.
And I just started going hard because I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose any more weight.
Yeah.
But now this shit got to be tight, got to be lifted, got to be perched. Cause, I ain't gonna always be on. Now, granted, this was like pre-Rona, So I'm like, cause I ain't know it's about to be summertime here in a minute, and best believe,
That's right.
And my birthday's in June, so I'm like,
okay.
It's about to be my birthday.
Right.
I'm about to be 35. This is a milestone for me. I'm about to be on somebody's beach acting a plumb dumb damn fool. This is my mindset.
I love it. I ain't fucking around.
Not at all.
What time that gym open?
Listen, and then Rona ass just gonna come and just completely just saturate my dreams.
Oh man.
But that's what it became. Like, okay,
you just started going hard.
I lost this weight. That's fine. I didn't have to do anything. It just kind of came with the accident. But at that point, I said, okay, it's time to tighten this shit up.
Wow.
And so it just became, and then I started to. Not that I didn't love, because I grew, confidence with the body I had, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. Once I started toning up and I started to see the tone up and see the definition.
Like, hold on, look at these
abs. And to see it, it's one thing to see it, but when you see it in the clothes, it's a different type of walk past the window. Like, I could see stuff in the shirts and in my it's a different type. It's a different type of walk past, And so then that really motivated me, and that was like the push I needed to keep it going. Like, okay, because I had never had that, even though I worked out before. I never had that, like, for real, like, definition.
Seeing those results.
And seeing the results.
Like, damn, I look good.
Because I was never that consistent. And it was like the proof of, consistency, working out, 16 weeks consistently.
Like, I want to see how really good I could look. Let me see how I could push this.
I got it. It was like the light bulb clicked, like, oh.
If I look like this, what if I keep going?
So if I really, like, stay on this shit.
Yeah.
it really do work. Like, niggas really do grow abs and muscles. Like, booty really be sitting. Like, so that's what happens. So
wow. So how often would you like work out? Like, would you go like every other day or every day? Like, how often?
Okay. So because now you trying to put me on blast.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a general question. Sorry.
So I haven't worked out in probably about 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, I thought at that time when you was like going
when
in.
I was going like in,
yeah,
I was working out every day.
Really?
Every day.
Man.
Except the weekends.
Except weekends.
So 5 days a week. And then I started to create like a routine. Like, okay, every day was gonna be core. Like every day was gonna be core.
You getting that waist right?
Every day. But then I will alternate, upper and lower.
Yeah. Keep yourself balanced.
Keep it balanced. But
yeah,
every day was gonna be cool. It wasn't gonna be a day where I wasn't, getting them abs right tight.
Oh yeah.
So
nice. That's dope. Oh, let me see. This is a good time to take a break. Because we got a lot more to talk about with you, the business. We just scratching the surface. We got listener questions for you.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yes. Before we take a break, let the people know where they can find you at on social media if they want to connect with you and reach out to you and all that stuff.
Yes. So my Instagram is she_is_Goldn. Now spell Goldn Goldn, no E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's key.
That is key. Right. No E in no that E. Goldn.
Yeah, when we come back, we're going to talk about where she got that name from.
Yes.
So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. We'll be right back.
Step up in the club, screaming out like, who do you love? No IG. With all of these bros, I swear one of y'all coming home. Yeah. John Wall, I'm finna flex. If I'm with you, bitch, then I'm finna sex. I don't apologize for nothing in the past. Bad boy, I'm puffy combs in the flesh. Like, oh no, DJ knocking that new joint. Molly in a drink, now she tryna fuck. Shorty face down and the bottoms up. Loud in the air and the bottoms up. Like way up. See, I'm a real nigga, I don't chase them. Throw a couple dollars for a fast break. Hit a 1-2, now that's a layup. You hater. Is it me?
Who do you love?
Yeah.
Are you for sure?
Tell me, is it me, girl?
Are you for sure?
Do you love?
Who do you love?
Yeah.
Are you for sure?
I don't got a problem being friends with you. Long as you got plans to bring your friends with you. Couldn't give a fuck if your man's with you. Girl, why you acting like I am with you? Yo, like you don't know. Getting bucky in the back of the photo. Got you missing from the party like we're homegirl. Ask shorty, can she take it? She like, oh no. The sky is the limit, oh hell no it isn't. A nigga, one moon and the stars. You know I got chips, is you free though to lay up? Bars, talking about who do you love? Baby, you know I'm the one.
Talking about who do you love? Baby, you know I'm the one. Who do you love? Are you for sure?
Are you for sure?
Who do you love? Are you for sure?
Who do you love?
Are you for sure?
Are you?
Who do you love?
Who do you love, girl? Hey. Who do you love? Yeah, of course.
All right, and we are back right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Marquita Goldn Williams is still here hanging out. Founder and CEO of Goldn Williams Communications. Yes. Where did the name Goldn come from? Where did that come from? Educate us.
let me go ahead.
Is your favorite color gold?
No.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
oddly enough,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you look at me and you see this, but
Okay. Let me take a, as you're talking, see if it hits me.
a lot of people, somebody actually today before I came, hit me up on Facebook. And like, I'm sure a lot of people tell you this, but a lot of people tell me that I resemble Jill Scott. Now, and I have photographic side by sides to validate that. It's true. Like,
Yeah.
it's very true.
Philly from Philly, my city.
And so 2010, I was going through a real rough patch. And I'm sitting in my car and I'm just like, man, I don't know where my life is going, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Cut the radio on. And I was on my way to work and her song Goldn came on.
My life is golden.
Live my life like it's golden. And it was just like an epiphany. And it was just like, you know what? The more I listened to the song, I felt like it resonated with me. Like the whole song. Like I dissected the whole song word for word, bar for bar. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking hold of my freedom. You know, can't take it from me. I was born into it. It comes naturally. Like I just really internalized that song. And so I knew that I loved pop culture. I knew that I loved music. I loved fashion. And so I'm like, okay, well, I need to do something with this feeling I feel. So I ended up creating a blog.
Ah, okay.
And the blog was entitled So Goldn. And so I knew that's what it was going to be, So Goldn. Mind you, 2010. So I was like, okay, So Goldn. And it was spelled, you know, Goldn was spelled, you know, the full.
With the E.
With the E. And so I'm like, okay, well, we'll roll with that. That's fine. I'm like, I want a license plate. So I'm sitting there. So I'm on the, you know, the BMV website trying to figure it out. And I'm like, So Goldn. I think that's what I want on my license plate. Type it in. It don't fit.
So
I'm like,
too long.
So I'm like, damn. I'm like, what am I going to do? And I was like, well, what if I take out the E? So then I put it on. I was like, so, because I could have kept the E, but then I wouldn't be able to put the space.
Oh, it would be all like together.
It would be all together. And I wanted it to be So space Goldn on my license plate. And so I was like, well, if I take out the E, then I can have the space. And that's how So Goldn without the E was born.
Wow.
And 10 years later, Goldn without the E has been, that is my entity. Yeah. Goldn is, I always tell people, Goldn is my creative being. She is my alter ego. Goldn lives her life in ways that Marquita does not.
So she's your alter ego, like we was kind of speaking about earlier.
She is. Goldn she is my unapologetically dope being.
Yes.
Goldn goes for what she wants. She makes it happen. I have used that name on my social media for the last 10 years.
Wow.
There is a lot of people, and people I've known for years, that don't even know that Marquita is my real name. They know me as Goldn.
Wow.
They refer to me as Goldn.
Damn.
When you look, like, even on my personal Instagram, like the little part like where you could put your real name,
your little bio stuff.
Your little bio stuff, it says Goldn. It doesn't say Marquita.
Right.
And that's because she is Goldn.
Wow.
Like that is who I am. And that's who I've been for the last 10 years. Goldn without the E.
Wow.
So
look at that.
I love her. And when it came to figuring out what my business name was gonna be, like, I am Marquita. It's my government. Right. You know, I'm a birth certificate.
I'm proud of who I am now.
You know, it's what my mom and daddy named me. Yes. You know, but when it comes to this next phase and chapter of my life, this is golden all day long.
Hey, it just fits so perfectly. It's like, it makes sense.
It does. and people know it to be true. So I'm like, you know what? Like, it's still Marquita. I am still Marquita all the way.
Yeah.
But this is golden.
Right.
This is I mean, it's still me, but this is golden.
Wow.
Goldn Williams Communications Group.
Yes, which perfect segue. I was leading right into it. You beat me to it once again. Oh man. So you start the business.
Yeah.
When did Goldn's Communications Group start?
Officially?
Yeah. Wait. Before we talk about that, what gave you the idea to start it? First of all, Ohio State grad, by the way.
Yes. So I graduated from OSU in 2007. I graduated with my bachelor's in sociology. So completely not even thinking about communications. It was something that I always wanted to do, but going along that, you know, doing kind of what other people wanted you to do versus following your we all done been there, and I rebuke that living that life that other people want you to live and not staying true to who you are. And then years had went by, and I decided to go back to school in 2013 to get my master's in communications.
And I'm sure at this time you're doing your modeling thing and all that still.
Yes, still modeling, was working full time, because at that point I was so far removed from school.
Yeah.
Like I had, rent, car note, so like
you got a whole life going.
A whole life, and it's like had I went to grad school right out of undergrad, I could have possibly, lived with my mama, but it's like I waited 6 years. Like I got whole grown ass responsibilities.
Right.
I can't go to grad school full time.
Yeah.
Like I got to try to do this and work full time because I still got whole ass responsibilities. Like I'm 28 years old, 26, 27, 28 years old, trying to go back to school.
Right.
And got my master's in 2015, and I knew when I graduated, I'm like, I want to start my own communications business. I'm like, I really, really want to. But I got so caught up in working for everybody else. Because I still had them real ass, grown ass bills.
That's right. Kicking your ass.
Kicking my ass, Capital One didn't care. They wanted my car note every month.
Right.
And so working the regular 9 to 5, I would get home and my spirit would want to start doing research on how to get my own stuff cracking. I'm tired. I'm trying to cook.
You beat down.
Like, I just wanted to cook, drink me a little something, watch my shows.
Just relax.
And just be on the wind down.
Yeah.
And so, time, years went by. And it wasn't until, I keep bringing it up because I know we're gonna get to it, but it wasn't until the infamous accident situation, where I had nothing but time to do absolutely nothing,
right,
but sit there with my thoughts and shit, and it was just like, okay, bitch, you don't have no excuses, you have no job to go to, you have nothing,
right. It's just you.
What's your reason now?
Yeah.
Because there were times between 2015 and 2020 where I kept starting it. Like I would get this little jolt of, okay.
You get that energy, like, okay, I want it. I'm
on it. And then the shit fizzled. Like, okay, I'm off it. And then I go on to something else. And then I would do like random like freelance stuff for people. Different organizations I was a part of. They needed like, some marketing stuff, some PR stuff, some press releases. Like I would still like exercise my skill set. Yeah. And those were the moments where I was like, okay, I could do this shit.
That's right.
Like, but then the shit fizzled and I go to fuck on about my business. Like I was such a horrible person. But that's the realities of it. Like you get those pockets of motivation, but you're not consistent.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very easy not to get consistent too when you don't have people pushing you.
Yeah.
You know, like they know they know what your dream is, but if they don't give two fucks, then they're not gonna be on your ass.
Right.
They're not gonna push you.
Yeah, you gotta put it on yourself.
You know, and so, 2020, we rolled up in it, and it was just like, all right, bitch.
Right, get up off your ass.
You don't have no excuse.
Right.
You don't have nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
You have nothing but time. And again, with me, being on medical leave and just feeling, for lack of a better word, feeling within my own personal psyche, my own, mental state, dealing with my recovery, having those feelings of like feeling inadequate, feeling like my life is not my life. I don't feel like I have purpose. Like I'm sitting here, I got this brain stuff going on, this head trauma. Like the fuck is going on? Like this is not. Get your shit together, bitch. Like this is not who the fuck you are.
You about to be down for the count.
And it forced me to be like, we done with the bullshit. Yeah. And I started, fine tuning. Started getting off my ass, starting to make it a point every day to get up and, doing some research and taking notes. Because it had been 5 years since I graduated. Right. So I needed to kind of refresh, my knowledge.
Yeah, that shit goes away.
It goes away if you ain't using it. So I had to, get back in the pool and splash around a little bit, and kind of see, the shit that I learned in 2015, 2020, the game is different. So I had to see, okay, well, what's the game looking like now? And, went and bought me a notebook and taking notes and just on Google, spending hours. And, I told my mom, like, all right, like, I'm dead ass. Like, right. I feel like this is what I need to do. Like, I feel like I've put too many years aside. I don't even know if I'm going to be, mentally capable to go back into the workforce traditionally because of my limitations with the injury. I don't want to ever have to go into a situation where I got to have any old body or suck ass business tell me that I'm not good enough when I got the juice. I got the pearls. Why not build my own shit? Like, I don't need y'all motherfuckers. I got a whole ass degree and other experience to tell me I'm qualified. That's right. I don't need Joe little raggedy ass business to doubt me because I don't look like you. Let's come on now. Cause
you gonna touch your nerves.
I'm trying to listen. Cause they was resting on mine. They were resting on mine.
They was trying you, huh?
All the way. Oh. And so it's like, you know what? We're done playing games. I'm going to take my ball and go to fuck home and build my own court.
Goddamn.
Because y'all clearly don't know who y'all dealing with. And I felt like for so long I seeked validation in these companies to try to tell me that I was good enough. Where it's like, first of all, I know I'm good enough. Right. And I don't need y'all to tell me. I'm the same knowledge and skill set and experience I have to try to build up your little raggedy ass business. I'm gonna keep my pearls.
That's right.
And I'm gonna build my own shit. Yeah. Cut the middleman.
That's right.
And go to Williams. That's how she was born. Got my LLC and started to, and a lot of people knew what I did. Like, they knew that I had the experience. They knew what I went to school for. And so for a lot of people now who have been reaching out, they were telling me, like, we was just waiting on you. We was waiting on you to make the shit official. Wow. And so that made me feel good. Like, oh, well, shit, why didn't y'all say something? Right. Like, we could have been. Got this shit popping.
Right.
So
I could have put the battery in my back.
Listen, had a bitch out here putt-putting. Struggling for no damn reason.
Should I do it? Should I not do it? Am I good enough?
Listen, unnecessary. But I appreciate them, though.
Thanks for that.
Thanks.
Dang, wow. So that's how it came about. Yeah. Well, I was like, it's like listening to it, it's like you was kind of like wrestling with it. Like,
yes, for years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Wow. And here we are today.
Here we are.
So let's talk about the unfortunate accident. Let's
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah. Everybody's been like, well, why do you keep mentioning this? What is she
accident?
talking
What the
about?
hell?
Can y'all just
Yes.
talk about it already? So for people who don't know, well, people probably listening for the first time and don't know you, who are what exactly happened? What was the accident?
What was the accident?
Yes.
So,
What happened?
what happened?
What happened to Goldn?
Lord. So last summer, Labor Day weekend to be exact, I went to South Carolina with my best friend and her mom.
Yes.
What was supposed to be just a weekend vacation.
Okay.
You know, I left work that Thursday and told them, all right, y'all, I see y'all Tuesday. Y'all be safe for the holiday. You know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I was the motherfucker that wasn't safe.
No.
I left that Thursday and I never came back.
God
To this
damn.
day, what's today? Friday, November 20th.
Yep.
I have not worked since the day I left work, August of last year.
Whoa.
Went down there.
God damn.
We got down there Thursday. We were not there for barely 24 hours. Got on some ATVs. Was not wearing a helmet. Please wear helmets. Helmets.
Right. She's looking directly at the camera for those who's listening.
Yes, because I want y'all to see the seriousness.
Yes.
Was not wearing a helmet, and we went out for about 20, 30 minutes. We was cool then, doing videos, and we weren't on like a dirt road. We was on a regular residential.
Y'all driving like a neighborhood.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And so
Y'all just out there.
out there living.
Wait, where did the ATVs come from?
So my best friend,
It's just readily available.
they were dead ass. They were. So my
God.
best friend's godfather, they were his. He had them.
Oh, okay.
And so he was about to like throw some stuff on the grill. We had went to the military base. He had got some liquor. Like we was about to
have a good time.
have a good time. He said, well, y'all go ahead and ride the ATVs while I get stuff ready. By the time y'all come back, the grill should at least be lit. We gonna be good. So me and my best friend, we rode.
Oh,
We were
okay.
good. I was done. I was tired. He said, well, go out for about, y'all done?
All right.
Like,
Having fun, go back out.
is what he said. I should have stuck with my guns and be like,
I'm good.
we're done.
I had enough fun with that.
So we go back out there and I tell my best friend, let's just go to the end of the street, go down to the stop sign of the subdivision, turn around, come back, that's it. Like just a one zoom
We
doom
ain't
boom.
going all the way
We
out.
not doing all that extra because I'm ready to eat and drink. That's just what it is. We get down to the stop sign at the end of the subdivision. I never made it back up.
Ooh.
All I remember is seeing her stop. I kind of went left. And then I remember being in the back of her godfather's SUV. I don't remember anything after that.
Whoa.
So the whole time I'm like, all right, well, I'm ready to eat. And we get back to the house and my best friend's mom and her godmom was looking at me like, and I'm like, so we gonna eat? Like,
You had no idea that.
something happened. And so she's like, well, you need to go to the hospital now. And I'm like, where's my phone? Can't find my phone. My Apple Watch at the time, the screen was shattered and hanging out.
Damn.
And I'm like, where's my phone? So then my best friend comes back in the house and she's looking, eyes this big. She's like, they found your phone on the side of the road. My screen was shattered. And I'm like, okay, well, I got Apple Care. Like, a bitch was unbothered. Like, you talk about something. And again, I
Your
learned.
reaction to it is just like, oh, where's my phone? What time is it?
And
Oh, damn, my shit broke.
And apparently that's the shock, a concussion. Like, these are things I learned,
Wow.
later on. And so
I'm ready to eat.
basically, and so her godmom was like, you got blood coming out your ear, baby.
Oh, shit.
You need to go to the hospital because what you're not going to do is die in my house.
God damn.
So I'm like, all right, let's go. So they take me to the hospital. They run some scans. They come back like, you can't stay here. We're not equipped to handle what's going on, but we have an ambulance outside that can transport you an hour away to Columbia, to the trauma hospital in Columbia. It's a bigger city because we were staying was like a smaller town.
Okay.
So I rode an ambulance. I remember kind of going in and out at that point. And I remember getting sent back. I was so pissed. I know, superficial, but I was pissed because they cut my Adidas shirt. I'm like, that was my good shirt. They cut my Adidas shirt open, started hooking up everything. And I remember like getting really sick. And my best friend coming in, and she, look like she was crying. And I'm sitting here again. Nobody's telling me what's going on. But now I'm at this other hospital.
You still have no idea what the hell happened.
Clueless as fuck. And so I'm sitting here like, I got all of these IV. I had 2 IVs in my hand. I'm looking, and I got, bruises and scabs and scars. And I'm like, the shit is beeping. And I'm sitting here like, the fuck is going on? Like, everybody looking at me, eyes all glossy and shit. And so she like,
she gonna be all right.
Right. And she like, your mom on the phone. And I'm like, you called my mama?
Shit is over.
So I'm sitting here like, yes. I'm like, you all right? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm at the hospital. Because mind you, I'm in South Carolina. My mom is here in Columbus.
Right.
And my best friend had to be the one to call my mom and tell her what happened.
God.
And again, ain't nobody told me shit.
Right.
Like,
everybody knows what's going on but you.
But me. And I'm sitting here wired the fuck up.
Like, is someone gonna say something yet? Like
y'all all looking like a bitch is dead. Like, let me know. Like, so
I was just trying to get something to eat.
I would listen. Where's my Henny?
Yeah.
Like, I'm on vacation, so I thought.
Right.
So long story short, the doctor comes in and they basically tell me that I suffered. So I swerved. Didn't, because again, I blacked out. So I swerved on the ATV, flew off the ATV, hit the concrete on the left side. I suffered 3 skull fractures. Ooh. Tore my left eardrum and ear canal. Severed the nerve responsible for smell and taste. So before COVID, I wasn't smelling or tasting a damn thing. My taste is probably about 80% back. And mind you, we're probably like 15 months post-accident. I'm just now about 80% taste. I still can't smell anything.
Really?
I had blood clots in my brain. There was bleeding in my brain. Bruising across the frontal lobe. And some other bruises all over the place. So when I hit the ground, mind you, I don't even remember swerving. I don't remember falling.
You don't remember none of that.
I remember going left and being in the back of a truck. Like, I don't remember any other, like, piece of, like, I don't know that middle part of the story.
Hitting the concrete and nothing.
I don't even remember being like, oh, shit, I'm about to fall. Like, I don't remember none of that. So I had to stay in the hospital for 10 days.
Oh, fuck.
By myself.
Out there in Carolina.
Because my best friend, she was starting a new job that Tuesday after Labor Day holiday. Monday is the holiday, and people go back to work on Tuesday. So luckily my cousin surprised me. She lives in Virginia. So when my mom kind of posted I think I posted on Facebook like a few days, once I, had my bearings, because they doped me the fuck up.
You was out of it.
I was gone. Yeah. I kind of made a post on Facebook. So my cousin surprised me. So she was like my mom's, eyes there. So she stayed with me for a couple of days. And then I have another cousin who lives in the area. She came to visit me. But for the most part, with the exception of my best friend's godparents, they drove up once, and then they actually picked me up once I was discharged. And then I stayed with them for like an additional 4 days before my mom was able to drive down to pick me up to take, bring me back here. But it's been rough. Man. I see to this day 5 doctors. I am in concussion rehabilitation to this day. I was supposed to go Wednesday, but my therapist is sick, so I had to reschedule. But I see a ear doctor, a pain management doctor, a neurosurgeon, my regular primary doctor, my physical therapist, and then there's also the whole mental health component because
God.
you lose yourself in that. And so, you know, me dealing with depression and anxiety and PTSD and you know, all those different things, because my life was taken. Even though I was physically here, my life was taken from me, my independence, because I just started driving on my own in April. So I had to 100% depend on everybody to take me to the store, take me to get my prescriptions, take me to the doctor, take me to, you know, and for somebody who's independent, you might as well have just put me down here in the basement, like, like put me in a cage, because that's what I felt like, you know. And then you add a pandemic on top of it. I was suffocating because I felt like this is not my life. You know, so it's been a struggle. I'm doing better at accepting that this is my new normal, you know. But there are still bad days. I still have those. So like, this some bullshit days. Like, this is stupid.
All right. So what? Like, man, that's a lot. Jeez. Like, as far as like the after effect of the accident, like how it affects your life to this day, like I don't know how I will be able to even, like you said, it took you a while to accept it.
Yeah,
like it's just gonna be my life now, I guess.
It's hard. Like, it's
what are those bad days like?
They are rough. Like they were bad, but once I got to like my lowest point where I was really like, I told my mom, and I felt so bad for my mom because like your parents are your parents, and you know, when your parent feels helpless, like that has to hurt them.
I can't do anything.
I can't do anything for my baby, like, cause I told her, like, I'm like bawling, like tears, and I asked her, I said, why the fuck am I here? Like, what is the point? Like, why am I here? I'm here to wake up every day to be reminded of how fucked up my life is. Like, I'm here every day to be reminded that I still got bills, not working, you know, waiting on Social Security. Because mind you, when COVID happened, I was in the middle of just about finalizing my claim for Social Security. And so all that got delayed. But my motherfucking bills ain't get delayed.
Right.
And so, you know, being constantly reminded that I got this bill due and that bill due. And right when the accident happened, I think I had 6 months left on my car. And thankfully, my mom and my grandfather, they took care of that. So,
that's great.
Because I'm like, what I ain't do is get 6 months out to get in a situation where y'all about to come repo my car.
Right.
Like,
y'all ain't taking this.
No, we ain't come this far.
Right.
You know, so thankfully, my village came through, you know, and just knocked out those last 6 months. But, you know, that constant reminder, I'm like, because this ain't what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to still be on this earth to be reminded of my fucked up situation. And my mom just looked so, like, when I tell you, she just looked like, I wish there was something I could.
You could just see in her face.
You know, and once it got to that point, you know, it was like, okay, you need to like get a psych evaluation because you sounding real suicidal, like you trying to, you know,
Marquita talking some crazy shit.
Sound like you trying to sign yourself on up out of here, you know. And so I did. I had to, you know, and it was already in my treatment plan from South Carolina.
They put it in there?
They put it in there.
Oh, it's not like an option.
No, but it was a delayed process because I already had told my neuro team that I was starting to kind of feel that emotional strain from all of this. And they were just dragging their feet. And so once I put fire to them, and then I reached out to a friend who I knew was in mental health.
In that field. Okay.
And he, you know, put some stuff together and got me linked up with his company or whatever, his business. And so I was able to, go in for an evaluation and get a therapist. And so I meet with her over the phone every week, which has been very helpful because that is like, that's a part of the treatment plan. Like, you suffer, a major, traumatic brain injury, your life is not your own. You go through these ebbs and flows of, emotions. It just naturally comes with it. I have a lot of cognitive, issues that pop up, delays. I may want to do something or know what I'm going to say, but it may be just a glitch or a delay. And then I get mad and I get frustrated because, like, fuck, like I know what I'm trying to say and I just, blank out. And then I get mad and I get angry and I get frustrated. And that makes me depressed. And, so it's a lot of, emotional, psychological battles that come with the physical damage that happens. So it is a full spectrum team that to this day, because I still haven't been cleared medically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the brain is not like breaking like your leg or
it heals.
The brain is a slow bake,
Man.
Instrument. Wow. And then you don't really know until you know if certain, functions are going to be 100%. That's when you have like, occupational therapy, physical therapy, like certain things, kind of like a baby, like certain things you have to retrain.
Wow. Like
your brain is the epicenter of your everything. So you damage your brain, you gonna have to, be retaught and be retrained to learn certain things. It's not like breaking your arm.
Yeah, man, that's rough, man. I can't, like, just the thought of like having to like relearn and like you trying to get something out, but you know what you're trying to do, but your brain is not. It's like, it
is frustrating.
That sounds. Those are the bad days.
Those are the bad days. Ooh. But then the good days, are the good days. The good days, are my business. The good days are, working with the kids, and the good days are the purposeful days. Mm-hmm. And honestly, that's probably why I allow myself to wear the hats I wear, especially now with what I'm dealing with my accident, because it makes me feel personally like I have purpose. Because for so long after this accident, I felt like I didn't.
Really?
Like I felt like I said, what the fuck am I here for? Like this is, because this ain't my life. Or I shouldn't say that. This isn't the life that I thought I had. But I'm learning that the old Marquita is probably gone. And
you accepted that?
And that's okay. Because what I'm learning though, hold on, because I'm about to get you.
Yes.
Because what I'm learning is that my new normal is showing me a Marquita that wasn't there. So can I really be mad? Like, can I really be mad? Yeah, because within my new normal, I'm doing shit that the old Marquita was dragging her fucking feet about.
You're right.
And within my new normal, I'm finally accepting and protecting my peace. In my new normal, I'm looking at life differently. I'm creating new relationships with people that actually mean me well. Yeah. I'm accepting, relationships that I may have held on back then, whether it's friends, family. I don't give a damn who the fuck you are, but I'm just looking at things differently and just navigating in a way different space. So a part of me is I'm not even sad anymore. Wow. That, the life I once lived is not the life I'm living now. Yeah. I'm getting actually quite comfortable.
I can get used to this.
Living my new normal, because this accident has put me in a different, no pun intended, a different frame of mind. Yeah. And it's allowing me to to do things differently, move differently. It's put me in, different spaces, but good spaces.
I get it. Wow.
So I can't, like I said, I tell people all the time, I ain't gonna ever question God, but I feel like, while there are other ways he could have showed me the light, that didn't require me cracking my head open on the concrete.
Scrambled his egg real quick.
But I feel like in cracking my head open, he still kept me here because
that's right.
The one thing that they told me the whole 10 days I was in the hospital, and then all the days up until this day, today, we are surprised that you are here. Because we're used to seeing people with these head injuries. We're used to seeing motorcycle accidents, ATV accidents, where they don't wear helmets. And this is not how it... Knowing these injuries, specifically these injuries.
Damn. Motherfuckers don't make it.
This ain't usually how the story plays out. So, the fact that you're still here...
God, damn.
Is beyond a miracle.
Jeez Louise.
So it's like, okay, the fact that you kept me here even though I got scrambled lets me know that, okay, there are going to be bad days. There are going to be bad days. But there's still so much purpose left in me in moments like sitting here chopping it up with you. Moments, modeling, doing this, doing that, wearing all of these hats are constant reminders that my new normal is filled with good purpose. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to be tired, but I'm going to take it.
I'm tired every goddamn day.
But
it's with a purpose.
But it's with a purpose.
I love it. God damn. Whew. What a story.
I'm trying to tell you.
I guess this is a good time to take a break. I bet the listeners like, God damn.
Listen, this the life I live. It ain't for the weak, honey.
That's right. Woo. And we got her time. We got her all day if we want. She said, I ain't got nothing else planned. I'm here. Let's take another break. We still got more to talk about. We got to get into breaking down what actually marketing is. Yes. All that stuff that we probably don't know, the general pop that you've been educated on. You can shed some light on us about that. And also we gotta talk about it Thursdays.
Yes.
So we got a lot more to talk about. Go ahead and plug again where they can find you and connect with you and all that good stuff before we go to this break.
Yes. She_is_Goldn, no E. Is where you can find me on IG.
There you go. Make sure you go follow, connect with her. Even if you are a person that you have your own brand, your own business, if you need any guidance in that area, make sure you go ahead and definitely follow her on those platforms and reach out. She don't bite. You can see by now she doesn't bite.
I don't. That's only right. On Tuesdays though.
I love it. We'll be right back here on Cloth Talk Podcast.
The perils of the lost and misguided. It's best when it's great and don't realize it. At first didn't recognize you gave me sight, cause I spent so much time being blinded. Yo, divine we, you remind me, can be alive and still be despondent. Please revive me, but it's lonely as a zombie. Can't happen so fast, break me down like Gandhi. But I gotta stay composed like Yanni. Many bros, lost souls and some Yanni. Friendly foes, many woes, gains and losses. Empty goals, and through it all you're my constant. Tip the scales, hold me down, I'm impulsive. My serene Simon helps me carry crosses. She sees the vultures, I fulfill the need, I bleed my peace offerings. Only since she loved me past the painful, shameful. I'm no angel, but I won't let us become strangers. We suffer, you give comfort like Joseph by the manger. Can't build up a village or break it up out of anger. Even since leaving Eden, the snakes still posing a danger. When you have a bird, you don't cage her. Try to tame her nature, this type is endangered. Claim it's some things I would change, but I'm ungrateful with no room to complain. Cause my yams and my grits are provided. Our bond may it never be divided. Bloom from this womb right beside me. This room, my cocoon, get inside it. My yams and my grits are provided. Our bond may it never be divided. Bloom from this womb right beside me.
guess who's still here?
Hey.
Goldn. You probably
You thought I was leaving?
right. Most people run out of here by now. Marquita Goldn Williams is still here, CEO and founder of Goldn Williams Communications Group. All right, let's talk business now.
Yes, come on now. Yes.
Yes, let's talk your business. So I mean, the title of your business kind of gives away what your business is about. But most people, we don't fully don't understand what marketing is, what public relations is, and how all that stuff ties into the world we live in today with, you know, social media, advertising, and just seeing stuff all the time. But it's a science behind it. So with your business first, we'll start there and then we kind of break it down. So,
Okay.
What services does your business provide for those who may be curious and wondering?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Goldn Williams Communications Group, my business, my baby.
Mm-hmm.
I provide marketing and public relations services.
Mm-hmm.
So, within marketing,
Yes.
I do marketing plan creations.
Mm.
I do advertising campaigns. I sit down with clients to work on SWOT analysis.
What's SWOT analysis?
So SWOT is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
Uh-huh.
So it's basically you sit down with, you know, your team of people and you basically look at the scope of what's going on internally and externally. And
Within
so
the structure of the business.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
And so when it comes to like the strengths and weaknesses, those are all internal. So
Okay.
this is more so just kind of, you know, home base, you know, back office type, you know, work.
Yeah.
So looking at your business and thinking, okay, what's our strengths? What's our weaknesses? You know, why are we the shit?
Yeah.
And why do we suck? You know,
Gotcha.
and then when you look at opportunities and threats, those are all external. Those are all in the market. Those are all out in the streets, you know, out. So what opportunities out in the world, in, you know, our neighborhood, you know, wherever we're trying to reach, what opportunities are out there that can allow us to be great?
Gotcha.
What threats are out there? What's our competition? You know, so a SWOT analysis just kind of allows a company just to kind of do some inventory.
Gotcha.
Some, you know, internal and external inventory.
Some housework, if you will.
You know, if you will, you know, just kind of, you know, checking and seeing, you know, what we working with. You know, looking within and looking out. As far as PR work, I'm a writer. I don't.
You started that blog a little
You know,
while back.
started my. Look at you paying attention.
Oh, I listen.
Look at you listening.
That's right.
I'm a writer, so I do, you know, writing, so blogging. Whether I'm, you know, focusing on my blog for my client, if they want, you know, some blogging work done on my blog, or if they have a blog and they just need somebody to write, I can offer that service, as well as press releases.
Wow.
If they got events, launches, products, and they need, you know, press releases sent out to the media, to newspapers, to magazines, you know, I can, you know, get that out, get you together. I do media relations. So building those relationships, you know, with the media to kind of get the media, if there's a story, event, a product, you know.
Wow.
Because, you know, a lot of people don't understand. I feel like a lot of people understand for the most part what marketing is. So they can.
Very generic version.
Yeah, like they can kind of, you know, piecemeal in their mind what marketing is. I don't think a lot of people really know what PR is. Not for real.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like I do. Yeah, I know what PR is, but
like they've heard of it.
Yeah,
but I don't think they really like understand.
Yeah,
and it's like basically like the easiest way to explain PR.
Without going over people's heads.
Without out here trying to shoot all big and shit. Public relations is basically like the maintenance work of either a person or a business's image or public perception.
I see.
So basically, when you think of like celebrities, like a PR person is somebody that basically makes sure that you are seen in the best light in the public eye. So I do like crisis management, reputation management, like I said, media relations. So if ever there's, an event or a product or something going on, making sure, that we have good, communication and good relationships with the media, because you need the media to make sure that if they're, dropping a story on, whatever event or product you got launching, that you are seen in the best light for the public. We want your image to look squeaky clean,
Right. FYI, she said she was going to run it by her assistants before coming on my show because he wasn't sure. So that's who that person is.
I just say, but that's what PR is. So when you got all these celebrities out here acting real sloppy, and doing a whole bunch of unnecessary shit,
that person come cleans it up,
and you got that cleanup person, that does damage control. That is PR.
Wow.
That is the PR person that comes and basically be like, LOL JK. They come in and basically,
we don't forget about all this.
Comes and tries to clean up that image because you want to make sure that you're represented in the best light.
Like, oh, this goddamn guy got a DUI again.
So then you got to come in and how we got to clean this up. That's when crisis management comes into play. Because now we got to figure out how we going to have to put this fucking fire out. Because every time you get out here, you do stupid shit.
Right.
So,
God damn.
So that's what we do. Marketing and, PR work. Also, event creation. Which, for event creation, like when I tell you, I still feel good about what I'm doing. I just... the only thing I hate is that, my fire got ignited during the pandemic, but it's okay. Because, once COVID is over, I feel like I can really, really get my thing off.
Hit the ground
running because, I do like event creation. But with, stuff being shut down, we on punishment, we back on curfew because we don't know how to act. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we told y'all to stay in.
Listen, we don't know how to listen. We think we grown.
Right.
And we got told yesterday, okay, you back on punishment.
Right.
But creating events for, different, product line, whatever, the client has going on. If they need, an event, venue, making sure, proper media outlets, are there. Because again, with PR, you want to make sure all eyes are on whatever it is, that you
as many eyes as possible.
As many eyes. You need the public. And the good thing about, the public and the media allows a brand or a business to be seen by expanded markets. It's like, I'm just me, you're just you. But there's so many people that may be connected to, this person or this media outlet. So by having this media outlet run a story on you, now you're being exposed to all of their readers, their watchers. So now it expands, your reach.
That go back to media relations?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is under the umbrella of public relations. Because again, it's about creating that public persona and making sure, you're looking good in the public eye. Wow. And to look good in the public eye, you need the public controller, which is the media.
Yeah, we don't even think about that. That's just crazy how you just broke it down.
Like stuff go, like when I tell you it's levels to this, but the regular person doesn't understand because we just live life and we just do us and we watch TV and we watch the news and we listen to podcasts and we do different stuff, but there's so many It's levels. It's
Man.
levels.
All
to
that
this.
stuff is done by design that we're just seeing and consuming. We don't even know.
We don't even know the moving parts behind
You
it.
think you seen that Toyota commercial by accident?
There's levels.
Wow, that's deep, man. So your business does pretty much, it's like the whole one-stop shop package. Like whatever you need, we got the whole.
One stop shop.
We get you right. So let's say, and we got listener questions
Okay.
for her later on for those who are wondering. So let's say a person comes to you and they have a product or a service that they have, but they have no idea what the fuck to do. All they just know is like, this is my passion. I grow these goddamn tomatoes. I love growing these tomatoes. I want people to buy my tomatoes. They're organic, they're fresh, they're this and that, they're healthy, whatever, blah blah blah. But I don't know how to go about, presenting this. They can come to you and you give them a whole like picture of what we got to do to make this successful.
Yes. So what I usually do before my urban farmer comes and decides I want you to help me brand market, my great juicy tomatoes. I do what is called discovery consultation sessions.
Discovery consultation sessions.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Where we sit and I have questions and we just chop it up. And I allow them to I ask them questions that allows them to kind of get their gears churning. Kind of gives me a little more insight as to what they truly see for their business or their brand or their product.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they may know I got this tomato.
Yeah.
And I want to do great shit with this tomato.
Yeah.
But they may not know, like you said, what it takes. And they may not think of thoughts or questions to really get them to think deeper. But I know the questions that's going to force them to kind of go
figure it out
deep, within to really kind of map out. The steps that they may need to take. They may not have gotten that far. They just know I grow fucking tomatoes. So
you start from the ground level with them.
Yes, and then we kind of get their gears churning.
Wow.
And then within that discovery, we also talk about like their target audience. Like, okay, you got these tomatoes, but who you trying to sell them shits to? Who is your target audience? What does that person look like? How old is that person? How much money does that person make? What's their spending habit?
Wow.
Because you want to kind of build, a consumer persona. Like you want to kind of draw a mental map of your target, audience person. Because then if you kind of know, like say for example, okay, we can go Apple. So
Okay.
say for example, I'm Apple and I'm about to drop the latest MacBook. My target audience for the MacBook, knowing that this particular MacBook may have all these like dope, creative features for those that may be into film production and music, all of the stuff like that. My target audience for that MacBook is not going to necessarily be, an 80-year-old woman. I may want to focus that, target audience to be maybe somebody between the ages of maybe 18 and 50.
80-year-old woman ain't going out of work today.
Exactly. But, somebody that range, male and female, you might gear certain advertisements more towards, college age kids, like you create kind of who your demographic is going to be that you think,
will want this product.
Who wants it. And then you think about, like I said, what's their income looking like. Because then if you thinking, okay, well, my target audience is somebody who, You know, I be seeing these kids, they be, you know, on these other Instagram sites, you know, spending money. They always got the hottest J's and this, that, and the third.
Right.
So I know they like to spend money. You know, so
Mm.
these are things you know you want to be mindful of.
Yeah.
You know, when you're
That's
creating,
crazy.
you know, your target audience, you know, the
Yeah.
demographic. Okay, these are little things you want to think of. So then it kind of helps you figure out who you want to market to, because everything ain't for everybody. Everything you
Right.
selling ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna want your tomato.
Yeah.
So you need to figure out like who you're selling to, who's your market, and once you figure out, you know, the persona of that person, you know, you'll kind of know how to reach them.
Yeah. Wow. Have you ever like sat down with people and they come to you with their, you know, whatever their business or service or product is, and like it's frustrating to you because they just don't get it or they don't have their shit together? You like, why am I, boy or girl? We got any frustrating stories without name dropping?
I am never going to drop a name. I won't say frustrating.
You just like,
I won't say frustrating. It's just I can tell when people are in that infancy stage. And there's nothing wrong with it.
You gotta start from somewhere.
You have to start from somewhere.
That's right.
You know, and a lot of times when you're in that infancy stage, you're just excited and you just
to the top we go.
like you just got a whole bunch of just, you know, and it's like, and the thing about my business, the vision stands firmly on being a space where people are free to be unapologetic about their dreams.
Yeah.
That is in my vision statement.
Yeah.
That is concrete what Goldn Williams Communications Group stands on. So I am never going to shit on anybody's dream.
Right. Publicly.
Shit on anybody's dream or anybody's vision.
That's right.
You know, be unapologetic. Like, you know, because I was there. I remember being in that position where I was super geeked and excited about something, and people like, oh, that's what's up. And then it's like, well, damn. Like, well, shit. I mean, I thought it was hot, but shit, the way you just,
right.
I mean, you know, so I've been there, you know, so I want people to be unapologetic about what they're excited about, you know, but I'm also not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear.
Ooh-wee.
You know.
Sometimes that's tough to swallow.
It is, but you know.
But I don't want it that way.
That's one of my values. That's one of my values.
Like
authenticity and integrity. And those are two of my business values.
Authenticity and integrity.
Like, I'm not going to steer you wrong, but I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear for the sake of it.
Yeah, because I would think like they're coming to you. At the end of the day, they're coming to you because they need that help or that service, and like they have to trust you. Like, trust me. Like, you came to me, trust me with it now. Let it go.
Let it go.
I know you care about it, because I think like
thank you.
We have this emotional attachment. Like, I want it this way. This is how I gotta be. I want it only this way. And they like, yo, I hear what you're saying. Just trust me.
And it's so funny you said that, because that's what my Talk About It Thursdays was yesterday.
Yeah, I watched it.
It takes a village.
Yes.
It takes a village.
Yes.
And it is not going to make you any less of a boss.
Yeah.
The dream is not going to be any less your dream by enlisting in the help and services of other people.
Yeah, especially like now
like
today.
it's okay.
We just want like, I did it by myself. That's right. No help. I built this shit by myself.
Bet I didn't. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Like, we got that pride. Like, what we want to say, we did it by ourselves. Nobody helped me. Y'all never believed in me in the first place. Like, they want to like rub it in. It's like, okay, like,
no.
It ain't nothing wrong with like, hey man, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
No, I'm going to tell you that right now. I've been there, done that. and it's
Yeah.
stressful. It is stressful. My business is not. I have grander dreams of my business, and it's going to get there.
Goddamn.
But I would not be where I'm at even right now if it was not for the support of other people.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, even with the support of other people, I'm still the boss.
Right. It doesn't take nothing away from you.
It don't take nothing away from me. And the thing is, I used to be that person where it's like, I don't need no help.
I got
it. Like, no. And struggling and crying and stressed. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Like, you know, when it's like they say, closed mouths don't get fed. Like, you have not because you ask not.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And so listen, the actual factuals, like, it is okay.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Yeah.
Let people help you. You, like you said, you came to me
Right.
for a reason.
Yeah.
If you thought you could do it on your own, you wouldn't have come to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, you saw enough in me to feel like, okay, you know what? She know what she talking about.
Right.
She know what she doing. I made sure on my business Instagram page, Goldn WCG on IG, that I put my values on there. Like, I made a post with my values because it is so important. And I actually watched a town hall forum from the NAACP yesterday, and they talked about it too. So I felt like, yes, I do know what the hell I'm talking about because the NAACP talking about it.
Right.
That values are so, when it comes to a business, a small black business, any business, but especially with a small black business,
Oh, yeah.
values are so important. And you want to make sure that your customers, your consumers, that they know your values as a business. And I firmly and strongly believe that you want to make sure that your values align. When I shop with people, I like to know their values. Because if y'all out here moving and grooving and your values ain't aligning with mine, I'm sorry, I can't do business with you because you out here doing a whole bunch of you out here moving unnecessarily.
Right. I can't do that with you.
And it's important, especially with what I do, because what I do is so impactful for somebody else's success.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it ain't about me.
Right.
Like, you coming to me to make your life better.
Right.
Like, it's not the, it ain't the other way around. You're entrusting me to make your dreams come true. Therefore, it is vital that we are aligned because the magic can't happen if you are doing work with people that you're not aligned with.
And I think, like, a lot of people, like, today, like, they go to, like, so many people. They got one person telling them this, another person telling them, like, well, you need to do this, it should be like that. No, don't do this, do it that way. And then, like, they just getting pulled so many different directions that they just don't know who the fuck to trust.
They don't.
And then, like, you encounter someone like you, and they say, well, this person told me I need to do this, and that person told me what. Then why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you talking to me?
That's it. That's all. Like, let me know.
All right.
Let me know.
I'm happy to sit down with you, but you seem like you got
it figured out. So
yeah, let's tie it all into this digital world now.
Yes.
Social media. Everybody want the quick turnaround. Success overnight.
Hot and ready.
That's right. That's
like
right.
Little Caesars.
All right, now they got the deep dish. That's right. So with I'm trying to figure out how to, like, tie this all in with social, because when I look at social media, it almost gives off, like, the impression that people are instantly just got their shit together. It's like, and it creates, like, this I don't know, this convoluted mindset in people's heads when they look, like, oh, I want that. I want that. I want that, and I want it now. And it's just like we get caught up in it, like, thinking it's real life.
Right.
Like I'm trying to figure out like how do we like kind of like slow that thinking down, like hold on, that's not real life.
It's so hard. Honestly, it's hard. Cause I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to remove myself from that thought process.
Yeah.
From getting so caught up in scrolling.
That social media is a monster.
And being like, fuck.
It's endless.
They make shit look so sweet.
Right.
They make shit look so sweet. But then it was brought back to me that sometimes that's the perception I get.
Oh, is that right?
And then and I'm like, well, shit, y'all know for y'all. My life ain't nothing like.
She got shit together.
Like far from it, you know. So it was when somebody called me out on my transgressions, where I had to be like, okay, yeah, no, yeah, no, this,
yeah. Like I appreciate that.
Like these is all pretty pictures.
Right.
You know, these are all. So once I got caught out, you know, I had to kind of remove that thought from my head that, you know, people out here living a good life. Like these are all pretty pictures, good filters, bomb ass angles.
Right. Good lighting.
Good lighting. Lighting is key.
That's big with women, but like give me some good light.
No.
Oh.
Listen, as I tell people all the time, when I take my pictures, it's levels. And I feel like because I'm a model, I know the importance.
Yeah, right.
I know the importance of angles, of lighting, like all of that stuff.
Oh,
and sometimes I'm gonna lie, I do get frustrated when other people take my pictures
Oh!
because they just a point and snap type, and it's like no, like why would you take this picture knowing damn well it's a shadow? Like I look dark. Like you knew that it was a shadow. Like
quick violations.
Like you know, but you know it's sad because there are people who live vicariously through the people they see on social media.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, good, bad, or indifferent, a lot of businesses, a lot of like big businesses, they take advantage of that keeping up with the Joneses, you know, philosophy, because they know people want that hot and ready.
Oh yeah.
They know people want, you know, to live the life of pick whoever.
Yeah, insert person here.
Insert person here.
Yeah.
So, you know, when it comes to like, you know, marketing and stuff on social media, like I said, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's a regular person that happened to be an influencer, happen to, you know, have all of these followers all of a sudden.
I want that.
Let's go ahead and have, and everybody's a brand ambassador now.
Man.
Everybody is a brand ambassador now. So
thing,
why not go ahead and slap Savage Fenty on Meg Thee Stallion and Kylie Jenner and everybody else?
Yeah.
Go ahead and slap lingerie on their asses. Had them put hashtag Savage Fenty ambassador.
Yeah. And there you go.
Sell the dream. So, because everybody wants to look like them. I want to look like, first of all, no, you ain't going to look like Meg. I mean, you may,
right.
but you not.
Right.
But if it makes you feel like by putting on Savage Fenty, you going to look like Meg, because that's the dream.
Right.
That's what we're selling.
That's right.
All y'all going to cash out and buy boatloads of Fenty lingerie.
Goddamn. And that's the proof that marketing works.
And that is the proof that marketing works.
It all comes around.
That is the proof. Slap.
Add to cart.
Listen, slap the label brand ambassador on anybody and slap your product on them.
God damn. There you go.
That is free marketing. I'm trying to tell you, because I'm quite sure
Goddamn.
that Meg and any other person who's a brand ambassador for any other whatever, probably I doubt it, but she may have to pay a little something, but I doubt it. I feel like they're looking at their social media. You got a lot of followers, your content stay popping, you got a lot of engagement. Your body is banging.
Yep.
You already be naked.
Right, damn near.
Always showing your ass. Always got your titties out.
That's right.
You would be perfect in some Fenty lingerie. People already looking at you. You're already comfortable showing your skin.
It makes sense.
Be our brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Please. We'll send you a couple crates of various lingeries to the point now where, granted, Rihanna has a lot of different celebrities as her brand ambassadors. Granted, I love Savage Fenty.
She came clean.
Not because of Meg. I was already, on board.
Before Meg came.
But Meg is the only person that I've seen that comes to mind who already has her own collection.
Okay.
Like Meg has like a collection on the Savage Fenty website.
Oh wow. Dang.
And so, and like I said, I doubt that she had to necessarily, I don't think you got to pay to be a celebrity brand ambassador. But Meg specifically, like I said, your content is already popping. Your body is banging. You always naked anyway. Why would you not be? Yeah. Why would we not reach out to you to be a lingerie brand ambassador? Just take a couple pictures, use the hashtag, and your followers are going to flock to our website.
It's almost like a gimme. God damn. That's crazy.
So listen, because everybody want that hot and ready. Everybody wants to feel, even though they aren't going to look like Meg, everybody wants to buy that black with the pearls lingerie set because Meg is rocking it. And I want to look like Meg, and I want to feel like Meg the best way I can. If I can't have her body, if I can't rap, if I can't do whatever, the closest thing to Meg is me buying that lingerie, because I can do that.
That's right.
I can afford that.
Right. You get that damn outfit.
And that's the powers that be. Marketing, social media. Man, the powers that be.
That's an ill game, man.
I'm trying, like dead ass. Like I can't even. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge Rihanna? I love her. Get your bag. You listen. It's 2020. You gotta utilize the technology and the tools that we have. Times are different. Yeah. This is not back in the day where all you had was the radio and TV and the newspaper and the Sunday sales ads. And it's 2020. We out here navigating these streets differently.
That's right.
The game is not what it used to be. So you have to get creative. Like you have to utilize what you got.
Goddamn.
And who is willing to do it.
Yeah, man. Do you think like with like now, like with this all this COVID and pandemic and all this shit going on in the world, that it's the perfect time to act on your dreams and visions? Because people got time now. Most people got laid off their jobs, unfortunately, or they're not working as much, and they just, they got time. And is this like the perfect time to like act on it? Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because that's what I did, but
you took advantage of that shit.
I did.
You like get my ass up.
But it is. If nothing else, this is the perfect time to brainstorm. This is the perfect time to really sit with your thoughts and really figure out, okay, shit's different. And I'm not gonna lie, in this year, because we damn near been sitting in this shit for a year.
Yeah.
I've personally seen so many of my friends start businesses. So I've already seen that, yes, this is the perfect time.
Yeah.
Either because people have started doing what they possibly have wanted to do forever, and now was the time they had the time. Or for some people, hell, they back was up against the wall. How the fuck else they gonna feed their family? They ain't had no fucking choice.
Yeah.
Like,
they gotta figure something out.
They gotta figure something out, so, and I tell people, and I think it might have been my first Talk About It Thursdays, I said, good, bad, or indifferent, this pandemic was a blessing because it forced people to really move. Like it stirred up some stuff in people, and it really forced people to really dig deep.
It almost like held up a mirror to your life.
It did. Like, it really made you be like, all right, bro, look, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay. Because shit got real.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck the lollygagging
Right.
and dragging your feet.
Right. It got real.
It
got
kind of
real.
slapped people around a little bit. Like, what the fuck you gonna do?
Right.
Like, okay, like, I know it was play. But now you got the opportunity.
Yeah.
You got the time. What you gonna do? Because listen, the way a lot of these companies are shutting down, jobs ain't looking secure. I feel like this is the season of entrepreneurship because a lot of these jobs ain't promised.
Right.
And I feel like it took a pandemic, sadly to say, for a lot of people, myself included, to realize that a lot of these jobs don't give a fuck about us.
Oh, we fucking expendable.
Okay?
Like, out with you and with the new person.
Like,
in fact, we're going downsize.
we going to downsize. Period.
All right, we don't need this position no more.
No more. We'll figure it out.
Right.
And it's sad to say,
Damn, man.
but they don't. And that's the real. That's a band-aid that a lot of motherfuckers don't want to rip off.
Man, to know you don't matter.
But a lot of these jobs don't give a damn. They don't care. They
Damn,
don't.
that hurt.
I know what hurt.
I got kids. I got this. Like, we gotta let you go.
We gotta let you go. They don't care if you sick.
Best of luck to you.
They don't
Then they hit you with that. Best of luck to
Listen,
you.
like, I'm so,
You experienced this firsthand.
Listen, I've experienced it in my
Chew your ass up and
adult
spit you out.
life. They don't care. So it's like
Ruthless, man.
you have to really start to secure your own bag. Like, and I feel like during this, this whole COVID situation, I feel like this is the perfect time to really to take inventory of just what's going on in the world and just kind of look around and just be like, you know what? Because good, bad, or indifferent, a lot of these jobs wasn't giving a fuck about you before the pandemic. Let's just call it spade a spade. They was moving funny. They was moving funny before the pandemic, but then the pandemic came along and it was just, I just feel like it is. I feel like it is the perfect time to
pretty much you tell y'all, motherfuckers, start there.
listen.
Stop bullshitting.
Stop bullshitting.
Put your faith in that damn job.
And listen. Even if you gotta still listen, go to work. If you are blessed to still be able to go to work,
of course.
Because some people, unfortunately, had to lose their job. Business shut down, whatever, what have you. So even if you working from home, if you still get a check, still, get your check.
That's right.
But still start to do some brainstorming.
Yeah.
Still start to kind of,
invest in that vision.
Massage
it a little bit.
Because stuff is not feeling secure to me.
Like knowing that your life is in someone else's hand.
Listen, because they just don't care. I don't care. They don't care. I'm gonna say it. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care.
Right. You are a top performer, but sorry, we gotta let you.
Listen. Out here playing with people's livelihoods. I don't like that.
Fucking up people's lives.
I don't like it.
You take this personally.
I do. I done experienced it, some years ago. So start to cultivate them dreams.
All right. Run, motherfucker, run.
Get out.
That's right. Get out. Talk about it Thursdays.
Yes.
Yes, which I think is which is how I discovered you, obviously. I think that's such a dope thing that you do with your platform. And I like how you present it. Like with the one with the chickens. Like I was like, what the hell? Where's she going with this? And then how you tied it in, I was like, oh, that was dope. And like when you're like speaking, it's almost as if it's like someone like just talking to you and not at you. It's like, listen, let me just talk to you real quick. I'm gonna just share something with you, and I like the pace that you go with it. It's not fast. It's not step 1, step 2. This will lead you to. It's not. Like, I'm not even gonna give you all the fluff. I'm just gonna talk to y'all, share my knowledge with y'all, and hopefully, y'all took something from this. So I really like your talk about Thursdays. What gave you the idea to start that?
Well,
very valuable, I think.
I wanted to. Okay, so going back to my unapologetically dope.
Yes.
That is, what my business stands on.
Mm-hmm.
And so looking at other businesses and everything, everybody's so, stuffy and so, like you said, fast talking and so
it's hard to
suit and tie-esque.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
That's not who I am. I am very much so a professional woman.
Yeah.
But you gonna get my business from my vibe.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me stand out.
Right.
That's what makes me different. I personally know other people, that I've, met and modeled with who, and this and the third, that have other businesses that are similar to mine. What makes me different is because I'm me.
Right.
And ain't nobody else me.
I'm Goldn, goddammit.
Goddammit. I'm who I am.
Check my resume.
And I bring just a different vibe and aura to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so when it came to talk about it Thursdays, I'm like, okay. So I got, like the businessy, stuff, like the services and stuff. I said, but I wanted to create a visual platform where people can visually see me in my raw form. I didn't want people just to know me from the words that I type or the pictures that I post on social media. I wanted y'all to see me, the real me, hear me talk, and I wanted to talk to people, like you said, like I'm talking to you, like we having a whole conversation, and how I talk to my best friend.
Right.
You gonna get the head tilts and the hands and like, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, I wanted people to get a sense of who I was. Because I felt like in order to fully understand my vibe, to fully understand my business, you got to know who I am. And I feel like you weren't going to get the full scope of me by some words that you see me type or some pictures you see me post on social media.
Right.
So I wanted to create like a video series where I'm still going to, drop a couple pearls. I'm going to tie in some, real life scenarios, examples, but do it in a way that allows me to be me.
Yeah.
And that.
I appreciate the shout out, by the way, too, on your most recent one.
Yes.
I got a shout out.
You got a shout out. You famous.
That's right.
But what Talk About It Thursday is about. Just being candid, being, me, being unapologetic, but still informing people and making them think about it, because there's a lot of people that got different dreams, different goals, a lot of people who are unsure about marketing, unsure about the value of marketing and public relations. They may have a business that they want to start or a brand or something they want to launch, but they may not understand like, okay, I got this, but why do I need marketing? Like, I'm good with just posting stuff on Facebook and ain't nothing wrong with it, but if you really want to be serious about this, like and again, not knocking anybody's dream, but if you really see bigger, if you see bigger things for yourself, like if you just out here, selling, shirts just to sell, or you have a vision of actually having, East Coast distribution and all the Targets, in the Eastern and Southern region, we talking small potatoes, or we think, and there's people out there who do have big dreams. All of these people that got all these dreams, it's so many Black owned I'm talking about regular people who had bigger dreams, and now their hair products and their clothing products are in Target. I'm not talking about like Taraji. I know she got like her like natural hairline. I'm talking about regular black owned people who have their products now in Target.
Damn.
I'm sure that when they started, they might have just did a little small, but they had bigger
visions.
So it's like it separates.
Yeah.
And that requires a team. It requires a village. It requires, marketing, hustle. And it's like, so when I do my videos, I just be wanting just to kind of penetrate people.
Yeah.
But do it.
Spark something.
But do it in a way that if you know me, it's coming from the heart. Like, I'm not sugarcoating shit. I'm talking to you like I would talk to you on any given day.
Yeah.
Because what I'm saying is real, and I'm coming to you from a genuine place.
Yeah.
And if anything, I just be wanting people just to think.
Yeah.
Just to think. Just leaving them with things.
Right. Get them gears turning.
And if if you ever so feel inclined to, come talk to me further, you know how to reach me.
Another form of marketing.
That's marketing. I cannot tell you that I can help you market your dream if I'm not marketing.
Yeah, in front of your face.
Like,
yeah, like I'm doing it right now.
Like I'm doing it right now. Like, come on, y'all.
Right, what I'm doing is literally marketing.
Right.
That's dope, man. I love that. Something I look forward now. talk about it Thursdays.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask you this, like, with 'cause I just thought about it, like being a black woman, right, and a black business owner. I wonder, like, because we unfortunately we still live in a male-dominated society when it comes to who's pushing the buttons. How do you, like, what's your thoughts on, like, have you ever encountered any, like, I don't know, like any sexist type of thing, like because you're a woman, like, oh, what does she know, and blah blah blah. Have you ever encountered any of that, like from men, or men won't like want to work with you because I don't know, she probably get it, she probably don't even know what she talking about because she a woman. Like,
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Now I've gotten that when I was working in the traditional work field. Absolutely.
Oh, she just a woman. She don't know what she.
Absolutely. And it was nerve-wracking because I was the only black woman at a technology company. And it was stressful because it was already, heavily male dominated because it was a tech company.
Right. Which meant technology.
And even though there were, other women there, me being the only black woman there, my supervisor, obviously, she was a white woman. She was younger than me.
Oh, wow.
She, the way she always approached me, she always thought that I just didn't know anything. It bothered me. But it didn't stop my shine. Like, listen, like, I don't got no problem bossing up on all y'all.
That's all right.
But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I feel like time and experience has allowed me to grow a layer of I wish a motherfucker would. So
I ain't scared of y'all men.
I'm not.
Because boy, how they give it up when it comes to women.
Listen, I you know what? And that's because they be out here thinking that they is bigger, but they don't know me. They don't know me because I'll pull my shit out and put it on the table and we can have a whole match.
That's right. Let's go.
I'm not afraid.
Right.
I'm not, and I feel like an advantage I have, which makes me not afraid, is my stature. and I've gotten it for years, even when it comes to like relationships. A lot of like my guy friends have always told me like, oh, would dudes be afraid to talk to you because you so tall and you intimidating, and that could be the case. I don't know. It could be.
Depends on the guy.
Depends on
the
weak.
To make the
Depends on the weak-willed motherfucker, but that's a whole that's a whole nother cloth top for a whole nother day.
Right, she's already agreed to come back for that, by the way. So y'all see more of her.
But I'm confident in who I am, and I'm not afraid to speak up if need be. So if a man. And honestly, I won't even put it all on, a white man, a man, period. Because good, bad, or indifferent, me being a strong black woman can have just as much an impact on a black man as a white man.
Word, damn, that's real.
So I can't even put it on, a man.
Just man, period.
Period.
Chinese, Asian, black, white.
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are,
right.
but that's above me.
Yeah.
Because if you got a problem with me in the role that I'm playing, that's you.
Right. You ain't bothering nobody.
Yeah, listen.
If y'all want to smoke, let's go.
Let's go.
I ain't running.
I'm here. I'm here. So we can
it.
either, do this together, we could do this apart.
Right. Don't go to Williams Communications. Come with me. She don't know what she talking about.
Listen, if you feeling so inclined to play that game, sir.
That's right. Yeah, man.
Try me.
That's right. I love it. Do you? Well, this could be the topic for the next conversation, but we can talk about it in depth next time. Do you think black men protect black women enough?
No.
Goddamn. That was a quick answer. All right, let's talk. All right now. Jesus Christ.
You see straight face.
Your eyes like, no.
Straight
Next
face.
question.
Next.
Straight no. I respect it. We could talk about that more in depth, I guess, next time you come.
Bookmark that.
That's right. We go, do black men protect black women? We know her response.
The key word, though, you said was enough.
Enough.
That was the key word.
Yeah, enough.
They do, but not enough.
Woo, we could talk about it more next time. Goddamn. Shall we get into some listener questions and wrap this up?
Let me see what the people want to know.
All right, we got listener questions for Marquita Goldn Williams, owner and CEO of Goldn Williams Communications Group. All right, so here we go. Listener questions, and we're going to wrap this thing up. All right. First one we got for you. And by the way, if you want to submit your questions for future episodes, go ahead. And artists, if you want to submit music, send everything to cloudtalk5@gmail.com. If you're submitting a question, you will remain anonymous. Don't worry, I'm not going to put your name out there. If you're submitting music, please attach MP3 file, name of artist and name of song, and all of your social media info. Thank you. All right. First question. How do I stand out with my content, with being in the industry or field that everybody does the same thing in?
Good question.
How do I stand out?
How do you stand out?
Everybody got these damn tomatoes.
Everybody got these damn tomatoes. No, but seriously, I kind of prematurely, not even thinking, kind of spoke on it not too long ago.
Yeah, you did.
Like, for example, like I said, I know a lot of people who, got marketing businesses. Mm-hmm. A lot of people that got communications businesses. A lot of people that got PR businesses. Right. And
doing the same thing.
The same thing I'm doing, and I'm not even going to lie. Like, being all the way a buck. This is safe space.
That's right.
I can be transparent.
There we go.
for a brief second, it made me hesitant
Really?
to even start my business. Because I'm like, and I know they've been doing this longer than me. Like, they probably got this shit mastered.
They
like,
established.
like, dude, my little tink ass about to come on here. What the fuck I'm gonna do? You know, but I honestly, I couldn't let it bother me.
Even knowing that, like,
Even knowing that, I had to.
going up against giants.
You have to be who you are. There's 50-11 people out here selling bottles of water. There's 50-11 people out here making t-shirts and making whatever.
Yeah.
You just have to be firm in who you are. You have to be confident in your content. You have to be confident in your services, whatever product, whatever it is that you pushing.
Yeah.
It don't matter if it's 11 other people selling pencils.
Yeah.
Be confident that your pencils are the shit.
That's right.
And when you put your pencils out there,
Right.
make sure they looking shiny.
Right. This point never will break.
Make sure they looking good. And then you have to, what I do is kind of do research. Kind of look at your competition. Kind of see how they're marketing. Kind of see like what they doing. How they promoting. How they, it's kind of like when, like, competitors, I'm sure people at Wendy's slide to McDonald's.
They got a new sandwich out. Okay.
I'm sure, what I'm saying, Dunkin' Donuts slide to Krispy Kreme every now and then. You have to,
what they say, study your opponent.
Study you have to. So when you on social media.
But it doesn't have to be malicious.
It doesn't. And they ain't gonna know.
Right.
Like, don't go to McDonald's with your Wendy's hat on. Right. They don't have to know that it's you, but just do, and that's important in marketing. You have to kind of do research on your competition. And honestly, that kind of goes into, like, your SWOT analysis, as far as like your threats.
Right.
Do research on who's out there, who's doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
How are they promoting it? What are their posts looking like? What and it's not that you want to copy them, because you want to be authentic in what it is that you're doing, what, the language that you're using. If you want your brand to be representative of you, of your wording, how you talk, whatever, keep it a buck. Keep it authentic to you.
Be you.
But still take note in what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And just kind of know what's working for them, may work for them, because that may be the audience that they're trying to get.
Word.
That might not even be your steez.
Yeah.
You may be trying to get a whole different group of people. Yeah, y'all are, selling the same thing. Yeah. But are y'all trying to get the same people?
Yes.
So your focus needs to be, like, it can't always be about, we're doing the same thing. Like, yeah, that's true, but what matters is the people you're trying to get.
Right.
Like, that needs to be what's important. So, but all that comes in kind of researching your competition and kind of really studying who's the people that's liking all of their posts, what they looking like. Kind of look at their followers. Like, you really have to do research.
Wow.
To really see, like, okay, who they targeting. And once you look, it's like, well, they got a whole bunch of, like, little squares following they, if that's your opinion, following they stuff. And it's like, I mean, yeah, we selling the same stuff, but I'm trying to reach a whole different demographic. So I can't even really be pressed about what they got going on, because we vibing on two different frequencies anyway.
Right.
And how I'm trying to roll, gonna grab who I want to grab, even though we selling the same thing.
Right.
How I'm going about it gonna reach who I want to reach anyway. So
Love it,
y'all good over there. I'm gonna do me over here.
So I love it. Hopefully that answered your question.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, let's see what else we got for you. I don't feel like my friends and family support me. And it's really frustrating. Any advice?
Baby.
That hurts when people don't support you.
Listen,
your family and
I
friends.
think that one hit me.
Oh,
did I write that to myself?
First-hand experience again.
That one hit me.
Knife right to the gut, just with a little twist.
I suffered for the longest time with that. Like I
Black
had a
Black is
complex.
Ugh.
I had especially when I was, heavy into my modeling.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, y'all don't never come to my shows. Y'all don't never do this. Like, why? Like, I post stuff on social media. Y'all don't like none of my posts. Like, y'all don't do nothing. But every time y'all got something going on, y'all think I'm supposed to show up. Y'all think I'm supposed to like your post. I'm supposed to share your post. Like, and I would do it because in my mind, that's just who I am. I'm a sharer. I'm a lover. Like, and I feel like y'all was taking advantage, of my kind heart. But then, like a fool, I was looking for that like reciprocation. Yeah. And so I had to really sit back and be like, you know what? People aren't going to do, Marquita, what you do for them. It's okay.
That's tough to swallow too.
Them pills, boy, they be big. Them horse pills, boy.
You need some more water with that.
They be thick.
Woo.
And like I said, it's easier said than done. Yeah. Because it took me years. Like I was good and grown, and I had to climb up out of that. Out of that. Yeah. So, but once you come to that acceptance, that good, bad, or indifferent, your shine is still going to exist. And either, or whether or not they rock with you or not, it's not going to change that. Yeah. Of course, naturally, you want your friends and family to support you. You want them to believe in every dream you got. You want them to ride to the ends of the earth with you. Like, naturally, you want that. Because if you're like me, you would do the same for them in a heartbeat.
That's right.
You would ride for their ass.
No questions asked.
Like, not even a second thought.
Right.
But it's sad to say everybody is not meant to go with you where you going. And
journey ain't for everybody.
And family is not excluded. Now you talk about ripping the Band-Aid off.
God damn.
Like friends are disposable.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to swallow that family pill. Mainly because family feel like because they're family, they're the exception. And it's taken me some years to accept the fact that I don't give a damn who you are. Damn. I love you, and I wish nothing but the best for you. But just because you're my pick a family member doesn't give you an automatic VIP pass to my party. Yeah. I want you to be there. God knows I do. Yeah. And I want you to be able to rejoice in what I'm doing and turn up and celebrate with me. Right. But what I'm not gonna do is beg your ass. Right. Those days for me personally are over because they once were there. In my grownness, they were there, and I had to, after experiencing so much disappointment, free myself of that. Wow. And that's what they're gonna have to do. Like, yes, you want your friends and family to support you. Who doesn't?
All right, it's natural instinct.
It's natural, especially if you support them. But the only way to free yourself of that is to accept the fact that there's nothing you can only control what you can control. You can't force anybody to do what they don't want to do. Right. And so you have to get to a point where you can accept that, wish them the best, still love them, still do whatever, but keep doing you.
Don't stop just because
don't stop. Get it.
Don't stop. Get it. I love it. Here we got another one for you.
All right.
I have so many ideas, but I don't know how to start. What should I do first?
So many ideas.
All the shit in my head, but I don't know where do I start? What do I do first? How do I figure this out?
How do you figure it out? Go to the store. Buy a notebook.
Buy a notebook.
Write it down.
Yes.
If you don't buy notebook, everybody found me. I'm Team Apple.
Ah,
You know, that's just me though.
smart woman.
I mean, you know, I try. But every phone should have, you know, a notes app or whatever. I'm good for when shit comes into my mind and I'm in the car and I'm at a red light because I don't text and drive.
Ah.
I pull my phone out and I open my notes app and I put that thought, that
Real
idea
quick.
real quick. And I get back to it, you know, when I'm you know, stationary.
Yeah.
That's honestly, get it out.
Pen to paper.
Pen to paper.
Yeah.
Get it out. Just start doodling. Just get it out.
No matter how crazy it may look, at least you got it out.
At least
Write
you got
that
it
shit
out.
down.
Because the more you get it out, you may go back to it and kind of, you know, look and start to kind of connect dots, lines. Because I'm good for writing stuff and then putting arrows and you know, making my own like connections and, you know, because that's just how my mind works.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe as a creative, like my stuff is very rarely like perfectly jotted
sync and
out.
organized.
It's not. It's I'll write something, circle it, then maybe put an arrow, some line
Let's
over
go with this,
here,
that, go with that.
and I'll look at it and be like, oh shit, okay, like I see where I was going with this, you know. I'll see, and then you know I'm good for going on Google and being on my bunny search. I got squirrel syndrome. So I may like, you know, put in like a random thought, but then it may take me somewhere else, then it may take me somewhere else. And, you know, so just, you know, get it out.
Get it out.
Cause it being in your mind, it's going to get lost up in there. It's going to get lost. So the best thing to do first is get it out, however which way. And it'll start to come together. And I'm a visual person. So for me, I have to see it. Even if it's a whole bunch of, what the hell is this?
What the hell did I write down?
What did I write down? But if I look at it, then I'll be like, okay. And I can at least kind of figure out where I was going with it. And then kind of go from there.
There you go. There's your answer. Go to the store. Pen.
Preferably
pad.
Target.
Preferably Target. They have the best notebooks.
That's
and
my
pens.
favorite store. I love Target.
Target over Walmart.
Yeah.
Any day. You fancy. Call it what you want.
Call it what you want.
You know my name right. It's Goldn, right?
Come on now. You should know by now.
That's right. All right. Personal question for you.
All right.
Your biggest obstacle starting your business.
Shut up. My biggest obstacle starting my business was getting the hell out of my own fucking way.
You was your own obstacle.
I was the obstacle.
God damn.
I was the
Sheesh.
obstacle.
Talk about looking in the mirror.
Sometimes we don't want to admit it. Sometimes it's hard because it's so convenient to blame everybody else, to blame every other, you know, entity, to blame every other situation.
Point the finger.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody stopping my show but my ass. I was the biggest obstacle.
Damn.
I had everything that I needed to get it going. And if I didn't necessarily have it, I had a way to get it.
You had the resources
I
around
had the
you.
resources around me to be like, hey, look, this what I'm trying to do. You gonna give me some money? You know, this is what I need. You know, or not even give me some money, but people believed in me.
Yeah.
And that's honestly what a lot of it came from. It came from people knowing my dream, people believing in my dream, and people knowing all of the struggle that I went through prior to, and being like, look, if this is what you want to do, I know you can do it.
Yeah.
I want to help you. You know, so I had a village. I
Right.
had people that was like, listen, if you need X, Y, and Z to you know, really get your business up and running, I got you. You know, like this would be, you know, my you know, investment, my silent partnership, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, to help you, you know, because I want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
So, and that was always there.
Wow.
It wasn't like it just popped up.
Popped out, yeah.
I was the person
Damn.
that was dilly-dallying. Like,
Yeah.
I was the biggest obstacle. Because
Wow.
once I literally got the fuck up out my way,
Shit started happening.
like
Like, oh, of course.
stuff took off
Yeah.
in a short amount of time.
Wow.
Like, I got my LLC the middle end of October.
That's it.
It's only
Dang.
November 20th.
I didn't know it was that early for you.
Yes.
Just October.
Yes.
Wow. Damn. Talk about getting out your own way. Look what happened. Floodgates open.
Listen.
God damn.
Listen. And already have,
Damn.
you know, made moves. Already, you know, got, you know, clients. I've already, you know,
God
met with people. Like,
damn.
things have
Wow.
propelled. It only took me 5 years for
Right.
for so much to happen in a matter of what, a month and a week.
Yeah. Damn. You're right.
So you talk about what was the obstacle?
Right.
My motherfucking ass. I was the obstacle.
It was all there
It
for
was
you.
all like, because it wasn't that I didn't have what it was gonna take.
Right.
It wasn't that I didn't have the knowledge, the skill set, the ability.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I didn't have resources and people that was willing to help me, you know, with the capital and help me get what I needed. It was me. It was me in my head. It was me doubting my worth. It was me like, man, no, let me just go find me a job.
Yeah.
You know, it was me. And a lot of times it be us.
Yeah.
It be us.
That's true. Yourself was your biggest obstacle.
Biggest.
Wow. Man. I'm pretty sure that answer surprised the person who wrote the question. Probably gonna think it was like, well, it was this or that or this person or some shit. Like, nope, me.
I'm a big walking surprise. I surprise motherfuckers every day.
I love it. Oh man. All right, last question. I am a black woman.
Yes. Come
You
on,
love
queen.
it.
Come on, queen.
Talk your talk. I'm a black woman and very ambitious. My boyfriend doesn't like that I spend so much time on my goals. How do I handle this? You better not do it. Don't you tell this woman to do something she don't want to. She is struggling with this.
Whew. Okay.
Have you dealt with this personally? Model, beautiful, attractive. I'm pretty sure chasing your goals, your love life. Dude probably like, yo, why you always on the fuck?
Yes.
You've also dealt with this.
Yes. And it's frustrating.
All right. Going to
Because-
school, Ohio State.
Because it's one of those situations where I would like to think that you knew what you signed up for. And I feel like I hate it when women have to feel like they have to dumb down their light to make a man feel more superior. I really hate that. And it kind of piggybacked off of when we were talking about you know, men feeling some type of way, feeling intimidated by my stature.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, you know, I would never ever tell a woman to not be who she is for any man. If he is incapable of being the man that she needs him to be for her, while still allowing her to be who she needs to be for herself, I'm sorry, baby girl.
Oh.
Like, because that shouldn't even be a compromise. She should not have to downplay her dreams and her success to make him feel better about himself or his situation or theirs, because that's a complex that he's struggling with. Because any man who's dealing with me, shut up. Any man,
damn, Marquita, yo. Boy, shut up.
Any man who's dealing with me has to be secure.
Whew.
Because, and I tell people all the time, I be joking, but I be dead ass when I say I am not for the weak-willed
Goddamn.
or the easily intimidated.
Jesus Christ.
I am very much so a strong woman.
Yes.
But I am very much so a woman. So when it comes to my man, I know how to play my role. I know how to allow my man to be just that, my man.
You gonna feel like a man? I ain't gonna be.
I ain't gonna strip you.
Take your manhood.
I ain't gonna put you in vice grips.
You'll never let me do shit, Marquita. Damn.
Like, you are going to be wholeheartedly a man.
Right.
But in that, I need to feel secure knowing that you are secure. Knowing that you got one hell of a queen riding shotgun with you.
Woo.
There's no way that we gon' navigate this thing together if you're because at the end of the day, yes, I'm doing what I'm doing for me. Getting my business up, getting myself together. Ultimately, though, the bag I'm securing is for my family. So while you feeling away in feeling like, well, you why you working so much? Why you out here? You got the nerve to have dreams and shit. You got the nerve to have goals and ambitions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, yes, these are my dreams and ambitions, but at the end of the day, I'm doing this so that we good. Like, this is for us.
Word.
And if you have something to contribute,
by all means,
we could really be eating good. Like, this ain't a situation where I'm trying to be the sole breadwinner. I'm trying to put both our shits together so that we out here.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to be on my Jay-Z, Beyonce. Like, he ain't out here bitching and complaining to be. Why you out here working?
Right.
Why you out here making movies and making Ivy Park and shit?
Right.
You not getting that. Because a real man understands and respects and supports his woman's independent dreams, because he too should have his own hustles, his own dreams. Independently, they should be doing their own things, because when you combine that shit,
yeah, right.
They
all that bickering for
Jay-Z and Beyonce are who they are independently. Yeah. They have their own independent ventures, dreams, goals, but it doesn't take away the fact that when you combine that, like, at the end of the day, it is for their family. It is for their compound, their children, their legacy. Yes, their Ivy Park ain't Jay-Z's dream. Right. Rock Nation ain't Beyonce's dream.
Right. Those are two
independent dreams.
Yeah.
But the collective is for the family, it's for the legacies, for their children.
Yeah.
And so I don't want her, like, and that's what I want her to take away from that. Like, I hate the fact that she's in a situation where her boyfriend is not seeing the bigger picture. And if he had his own goals and dreams, he wouldn't be so focused on why she got hers. Where are yours? Focus on yours, and you would understand what the end result is. If you my boyfriend, which I hope, maybe one day, I don't know their relationship or like that,
Right.
but if you're trying to be my husband, we like these goals are, yes, mine.
Yep.
Hopefully you have yours, but look at the bigger picture. Look at the collective. We trying to establish foundations that hopefully will set us up and then possibly our children.
Yeah.
If you mad at what I'm out here trying to build at low, foundational level,
Yeah.
nigga, bye.
That's a mic drop moment right there.
Listen.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
she better keep shooting for them stars. She better keep shooting for them stars. I hope. Listen, I'm all about love.
She got tough pill to swallow.
I'm all about love, and I want love to work, and I hope that they work it out. But I don't want her to downplay her dreams because of his lack of understanding.
Sometimes that's what happens, though.
I know.
It's like, all right, I'll stop doing this or stop doing that. I'll stop putting so much time into it.
To accommodate for his probably insecurities, his doubt.
Does it sound like an insecure man to you when that question come up?
Yes.
Damn.
Because if he was matching her hustle, he would understand. If you was out here grinding as hard as she was grinding, you would understand the purpose behind her grind. So what are you doing, sir?
Man. Damn.
Like, I'm just saying, like, again, I ain't trying to read them. I ain't trying to read them, but I'm just saying, like, based on the question, you wouldn't be so mad about my grind if you had one of your own.
Yeah, he doesn't like that I spend so much time on my goals.
Like, on your goals, like, it was the wording. It's all about the wording. If she said he doesn't like the fact that I work so much, then I can understand. Like, that's different.
Specifically goals.
But you said your goals, baby girl. Like, you basically made it seem like your nigga don't want you to be great at all.
Like, yeah, okay, I could cut down on taking so many hours on the job. Okay. Yeah,
It is all about the wording. It's how she worded it. Your goal, like, your goals,
says
mama.
She's very ambitious.
So you can't fault me for my answer. It was, I listened. Listen, I listened. It was the words. If she would have said, he don't like the fact that I work long hours, like, okay, well, see if you can cut back, maybe switch shifts. Like, my answer would have been different. But you made it a point to say you are ambitious and he don't like the fact that you work on your goals. Well, I'm sorry. I'm about to read him for filth. Because I don't like that.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
Come on, mama. You keep shining, queen.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait for part 2 when we have you back for relationship talk and all that.
I told you, I'm a good time.
That's right.
I be ready.
Look at you, was nervous coming in.
Well, I had to warm up. You got me,
You got your element now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think that's all I got for you. We done talked about it all, man.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, let me see how much time we did. We almost going on 3 hours.
That was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad we could make this connection. Yes. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This is great. Let the people know where they can find you again. Reach out to you if they listen to this podcast and I want to reach out to this lady. I love her energy. I need help or whatever. Where can they connect with you and find you at?
Yes. So for Instagram, my business Instagram is at Goldn WCG, and that is Goldn without an E. So that's GOLDN WCG. My personal Instagram is she_is_Goldn, no E. And my Facebook business page, you actually can find me 2 ways. You can look up the Goldn WCG in the search bar, or you could just type out Goldn Williams Communications Group. And on my business page, you can actually book consultations. you can find a list of all of my services, any offers that I'm running. Right now for what's today? Today's the 20th.
Yep.
So right now I am running a special all November long for 50% off consultations.
Hey now.
Yes.
Take advantage of
Yes,
that.
Black Friday all November long. You know,
Yeah.
we ain't just worrying about day after Thanksgiving.
That's
it was all
right.
November long.
That's right.
And so I post offers. I have actually another offer that I'm going to start on December 1st.
Hey now.
My holiday, so all December. It's going to be a new
Okay.
offer rolling.
It's a good time to catch you right now.
I'm in a giving mood. I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. Catch her while she hot right now. She in a good mood.
I am. So yes, definitely hit me up on social media. This was so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I had a great time chopping it up with you. This is great.
Yes.
Glad we can make this connection and sit down.
Mhm.
Though we definitely gonna do that part too. Once I find out who the other fourth party would be, would be you and me, my man JL. We gotta find another lady.
We do.
Gotta find another lady. Make it even.
Yes, make it fair.
Yeah, we have a good time. Once again, this is your host Jay Brody, Cloth Talk Podcast. Follow on Instagram, cloth_talk_podcast on IG, Facebook, Cloth Talk Podcast. Everything is just Cloth Talk Podcast. Just type in it. Subscribe, like, drop a comment, follow all that good stuff, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Wait, let's get Jerome.